Say something.
Hi guys, can you guys hear us?
Of course.
We'll still start in about 2 minutes because some people think that they're gonna start, I don't know, like 10 minutes ago they're like, oh, I'm gonna come back in 8 minutes or something.
Right.
So we're not gonna like start right away, but we wanted to say hi to you guys. So I wish I can see the chat.
Yeah, I'm pulling that up right now.
Okay.
Guys, how is the audio sounding? Just make sure everything's okay. You can also use my phone if you want to see the chat for now as well. He said yes.
Loud and clear.
Loud and clear.
That's great.
I do want to pull up the chat on here. I'm actually going to have the chat over here so you can just look straight at it. Let's switch to me and go to Lily. It's actually already here.
So let us know where you guys watching from. And also today we're going to talk about some things that I personally really thought what the heck is, okay, sorry, I'm just like
reading chat. You can read it right here in front of you now.
All right.
Yeah, there's.
I see a lot of like smiley face, or is it laughing face? I don't know.
Where? I only see a cry face. You guys are muted, and then it just says loud and clear.
No. I see like
That's that's reactions to the stream.
Oh, okay.
You can do hearts. So if you're on mobile, like this right here,
yeah,
I can do
a
a heart.
I don't know.
On
The
screen.
light is really not good. Will you like lower it?
Yeah.
Because it just looks really.
Yeah, I can lower it.
Yeah.
That good? That better? Too low? Good? You don't need this light.
Yeah, will you also turn on the light of the room, babe? Okay.
Is that better?
Yeah.
This is gone.
And then this one should be here. I feel like
it's too much. It's already set.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You look good. I mean, there's no issue.
I know. It's just kind of.
You look fine.
Let me look.
You just don't watching yourself on a big 30-inch screen.
I need some like.
You're okay. You're good.
Okay.
You're good.
Right. Okay.
Let me get my mic. Yeah, you're good. Hey everyone.
Way too much light.
It said,
"Is this too much?"
It said, "Is this live gonna be deleted?" Oh yeah, the room light with the room light on is a lot. So are you gonna be this live gonna go? Is it gonna be live deleted afterwards or reposted?
We'll see. We might just use it, and then I re-edit it and upload it, or I might just upload it. We'll see. It depends like how it goes. Okay.
It's Crystal. Where are you watching him video? I don't know what that means. Light's not too bad. It's good. Well, it's getting dark here, so it's gonna be even darker. But yeah. I think this room light is not really needed.
Hold on.
Huh?
We need it.
Okay. You want lipstick, don't you?
Yeah.
You're not muted. Lily will be right back. Yeah. Let me know if you want me to adjust anything. Good?
Yes.
All right.
Okay. So we're gonna start now. Yeah. After I talk about the things that I want to talk about, and then I'll let you also speak, and then we'll just basically try to go through everything that we want to talk about. and then we'll do Q&A after that. So I want you guys to put your questions. If you have any questions, put them in the chat, and yeah, we'll go through your questions as well. Okay? Right. Hopefully they
Hopefully I get
hear
distracted
me.
by the chat.
I know.
They can hear you
Okay.
fine.
All right.
Everybody can hear. Everything looks good when I'm
Okay.
looking at this, so you're good.
Mm-hmm.
Thumbs
Okay.
up.
Okay. All right. Okay, I'm gonna start. I want to take a moment to talk about why I share the video that I just shared. It was 2 days ago. It was about our trial day, day 2, and the results, at the same time the girl's reaction. And also, so I want to talk about why I shared that video and why our reaction looked the way it did. A lot of people are so focused on protecting the father that they're not stopping to ask what actually happened behind the scenes. It is important to clarify this wasn't just a difficult co-parenting situation. It was years of pain, instability, and behavior that crossed the line into abuse. It got to the point where even the judge ruled that a therapist had to be involved just to begin visitation. That doesn't happen for no reason. My daughters were deeply hurt by everything they went through. And the way they cope is through humor. That's how they process things. That's how they release tension. It may not look like the perfect or expected reaction to some people watching from the outside, but it was real. It was honest. It was theirs. And I'm not going to silence that just to make other people more comfortable. Chris had a lot of emotions too. He was happy, relieved, talking a lot, and yes, he was also angry. And I think people need to understand why. He didn't just watch from the sidelines. He experienced a lot of this with us. He was targeted too. There were attacks on his family, his children, even his teenage daughter. There were false accusations made out of jealousy. His phone number was exposed publicly, which led to strangers sending him hateful messages. Even his work was affected, with people leaving nasty comments on his company's page because they believed a one-sided story. So when you see him speaking out, when you see him reacting strongly, it didn't come out of nowhere. It came from years of witnessing the people he loves being hurt, disrespected, and put through chaos. He is my husband. He is my daughter's stepfather. He has been there consistently, showing up with love, care, and protection. Now let me explain some more context about the father. He's not living in Utah. Yet he was still keeping joint physical and legal custody. He wasn't paying any child support, and he was controlling from afar. He even threatened me from traveling out of state with the girls without informing him, while he was living in Ohio, not even in Utah. Now he lives in Michigan, and he lied about still being in Utah. A lot of control and bullying was happening the whole time, even from a distance. I've always believed in not speaking badly about the other parent. But there is a line. When that parent is actively attacking you, hurting your children, and putting them through trauma, staying silent doesn't protect anyone. in those situations, I believe in calling it what it is and saying it's wrong. Their father failed to show them love in action. That's the truth we live through. I teach my kids that love without action isn't love. It's just words. A lot of people say, I love you, but their behavior tells a completely different story. Real love looks like consistency, care, respect, and safety. Obviously, it's bittersweet. I agreed to joint custody when we divorced for a reason. I truly hope that, given the chance, he would finally step up and be the father he always said he couldn't be while we're together. But after the divorce, instead of showing up for them, he pulled them out of activities that they loved, disappeared without notice, and stay away even when they needed him. That experience was traumatic for the girls. Finally, I want to say this clearly. The focus should be on our children's safety, their healing, and the truth of what really happened. What matter is that my daughters are finally safe. They're allowed to feel what they feel, express themselves, and walk away from anyone who hurts them, no matter who that person is. That's the lesson I'm teaching them. Not silence, not pretending, but truth, boundaries, and what real love actually looks like. Okay.
Well said.
Yeah. I really wanted to say this because a lot of people were leaving a lot of comments saying, oh, you should respect the father. The kids shouldn't have joked around, or not make, like, they shouldn't make fun of the father or whatever. I don't think it just, people don't know the full story.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just saying things. I understand, and they don't know the full story, and they will never will. And we cannot put the whole story out there. It's too traumatic.
Too traumatic, yeah.
And today I was going through all these things, and it also made me like very emotional.
Yeah.
Right? Even the audio.
For sure.
And we cannot play those audio because it's trigger warning kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Okay, keep talking.
So I just felt like I needed to say it. I'm that type of person that, like, I cannot just stay silent.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if somebody punches me, I'm gonna punch them back. That's just who I am. So if you're telling me that I should just be quiet, just be a bigger person, yes, I'll try. But then, like, if it's just too much, then you know what? I'll be a bigger person with a bigger punch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just who I am.
I match your energy. Like, I'm from the dirty South. I'm from ATL Zone 6. I'm more of a Malcolm X than like a Martin Luther King. Like, I'm not a kind of guy where it's like you get slapped in the face and you just turn the other cheek. Mm-hmm. I'm more like, you slap me, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out. I'm sorry. I'm just putting it out there. That's just me. And I think that I honestly think that, like, the type of situation that you're in, I knew what I was coming into. Mm-hmm. But also the fact is, I think if I was any less in my personality and my character, my intellect, mm-hmm. like, it wouldn't be successful. Like, it would basically be game over, right? I think I happen to have the qualities and support you to help us across the finish line. And we did, right? That's just what I personally, honestly believe. But it was still very painful for the kids.
Yeah. And for people who are saying, like, oh, you know, Chris probably wrote the script for Lily. No. Yeah. I actually wrote it. I wrote it. It was coming from my heart. And that's how I feel. And I'm not going to just be quiet about, you know, like, people who bullying us.
Right.
Chris, like, he let's talk about the electronic harassment communication.
Yeah,
I mean,
before we get into that, I want to just share,
okay.
I mean, along the lines of your message and the girls, because really this is about the girls and defending
Okay.
them. And because I don't really care too much about what people say about me, but I do want to clear something. And I wrote something in the comment. There was a ton of comments, so many comments on this video, that I think some comments get lost in the sauce. And so what I want to do right now is show you guys this. So you can see my screen right now, and you guys see this is a comment I left on that video from like a couple days ago. And on that video, you can see that. Let me straighten this up a little bit. On that video, you can see I left this comment. I'm not going to read this whole thing, right? It's there, and it'll be in the video if you read it. But I do want to read my reply to the comment, something that we talked about actually. And it says, here it says, I was wrong, conveying to the girls that James did not expose any love or caring or express any love or caring sentiment toward the girls during the trial was really bad timing on my part, and it was a bit much. The girls were processing enough already in this big moment. I was wrong, and I actually apologized to the girls, each of them. I'm sorry, right? So that's a feedback that I took, that I went to the girls immediately. And I've already, talked to the girls. I'm just telling you guys because we're here today, and this is a live Q&A. And I don't really have, what keeps me honest and transparent is that I don't have any pride or ego when it comes to this stuff. I'm very quick to say I'm sorry, right? I'm not. I have so many things in my mind. I'm too busy building like $1 million AI apps to be worried about like ego and pride. You know what I mean? Like I am okay being wrong about something and saying that's okay. In fact, that's Albert Einstein said that's a sign of intelligence. If you can believe in something and then with more information, you can actually change your mind. Like that's a sign of intelligence. That's how you survive. So I just wanted to say that piece. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's also now go to the things that we like to share.
Okay. You want to read anything in the comments? Just people also, a lot of people said that, like, it's funny. I read in the comment section. A lot of people were like, "Oh, this is Chris." Like everybody thinks I am everybody. Like those other people leaving comments are like, "This must be Chris." I'm like, "It's not me." You're leaving comments on your channel like, "This is Chris talking." I'm like, "That's her." You know what I'm saying? I don't know why they're saying it's me. So
yeah. Because also you gotta remember, he was talking a lot because like I was so exhausted. That was 2 days trial, and I was there as a witness. I had to talk a lot, and obviously he was just watching. And
I didn't say a word.
You said, yeah, you couldn't say anything. You couldn't say any word, right? So then once we're out, then that's when like he started talking, and I was just like listening, and I was just like, nodding my head and agreeing with him. Because I talked so much and I was just so tired. Like I was really tired. So that's why he was talking a lot. And then also just 2 days trial, I was just like I was just done. Like I didn't want to even talk about whatever, but still we kind of had to go through what what happened. So,
yeah. I mean, we got there like 8 o'clock in the morning, 8:30, and we didn't leave until 5 o'clock, like in the afternoon. We're talking 8-9 hours straight trial. I mean, we even ran into him on the lunch break, right? You put in the video, like it's just 8-9 hours of that. And then the next day we did another at least 3 hours. It was a lot, right? And yeah, we were exhausted. I mean, she had to get on the stand, and James didn't have a lawyer, so James had to cross-examine her. And think about it. Think about what that looks like. I mean, you have to answer his questions under oath and all this stuff. It was crazy, but credit to you, you got through it. So I didn't say a word in the trial. The judge did speak about me and stuff, but I didn't say a word. He kept winking at me. So in your video, I just winked at him back. You winking at your lawyer. I'm like, okay, you want to wink? Is that what we're doing now? We're winking?
Yeah, he kept winking at my lawyer as well. Like, what the heck? Yeah.
Oh god.
Well, I didn't see him winking. I didn't even see him. I didn't even look at him. I'm just like, oh.
Yeah.
Anyway,
what do you want to talk about now?
And also for people who are saying like, oh, it's just better to, you know, keep these things private or like not saying, you know what I mean, on the internet. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it, but he keeps talking about it, and so now I'm getting these DMs. I didn't ever never told you, but like, oh, actually I showed you. There's one DM that's like sending me like, you're a manipulator. Like,
Oh,
you're,
on Instagram.
yeah, on
Yeah,
Instagram.
yeah, you did
I
show me
get,
one of those.
you know, and yeah, I'm starting to get those comments, and even on YouTube, and I'm like, yeah, I don't really care too much about, you know, whatever that they're saying. Obviously, I'm not, but I can say I'm a smart woman, though.
You
You know
are.
what I mean?
You
Like,
are very smart.
I will get what I want, but like not in a manipulative way. I'm just using my brain,
Your intellect.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but anyway,
Can you talk about the girls a little bit more? Like how their coping mechanisms. You mentioned humor. That's one. They have other mechanisms I've noticed, like how they cope with stuff. Like, can you talk a little bit about that?
so especially Yuri, she's kind of she's kind of like usually forget things. Like maybe that is because she's actually trying, like, her like unconscious, I don't know, like like her body or like her brain like actively like trying to just erase some things so that like she doesn't feel that much pain, right? So sometimes she just doesn't remember things, and it's very traumatic thing, but she doesn't remember.
True.
And I noticed that, and I think it's her brain trying to survive. Like, she's trying to survive because it's so much traumatic experience, and so for her to cope, she just has to forget things. And also she just kind of laugh it off, right? Otherwise what? She's just gonna sit there and just cry all day, right?
Yeah.
So she just has to kind of like use humor to,
Yuri and Desomi both use humor.
yeah, both of them. Yeah.
And Desomi, talk about her. Desomi's like, she's like a little more resilient when it comes to social stuff and pressures than Yuri. But Desomi gets like her emotional spikes are very poignant, like very like sharper. Yuri has a more rounded, like kind of sad. Desomi is very sharp kind of sadness, right? And then she's okay. She recovers faster, but she also has, talk about Desomi a little bit too.
Desomi, she's kind of like, she actually, a lot of times she just says like, I don't care.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, she's just like, I don't care. And just before our trial, I asked Desomi, how do you feel? And she said, well, you know, like, action speaks louder than words. That's what she said.
She's really smart, actually.
Yeah, she's very, yeah. So she's like, it seems like he doesn't really care about us. You know, that's what she said. And so I think you'll probably win. That's what she said. So I'm like, I'm sure it hurts, right?
Of course.
I'm not gonna
Of course it
say
does.
like it doesn't hurt them. All this is sad situation. This is very sad situation. But at the same time, we had a lot of mixed emotions when we won, right? Like me, even myself, like it was sad situation, but also I was relieved. I was happy that like now we don't need to worry about his control. You know, he was threatening me that he's gonna take me to court because now I took them out of state. It was for your graduation. And he was not even Utah at the time. And then he was like, oh, you went to his graduation, you took the girls and you were out of state, you know? And then we're like, well, we're only there for 2 days or something.
Yeah,
So it's
we
like,
were less than 72 hours, so we were within our legal means, but he tried to use it, right?
yeah. So
Yeah.
he was saying that, yeah, he's going to take me to court. And there are a lot of things that he did. I don't know if I should even like mention it here, but he's even sending our lawyer.
We have some stuff we
Okay,
can show.
we'll talk about it. Yeah. So yeah, let's keep going then.
Yeah, I think, and for me, like sitting down with you guys, for me, is like twofold, right? I want to there's a lot of like hate comments toward me. I want to give you guys a time to vent to me live so you can like get it out, you know what I'm saying, of your system kind of. And Lily don't care. She's like, nah, screw that. You know, but for me personally, I just kind of like, I like to give people a forum where they can talk. I mean, we're doing this kind of in part for the girls to look back on, as well as for you all who've been a loving, supportive community of Lily's channel for so long that I feel like a lot of the good-hearted people don't have the ammunition to speak up when they want to. And usually like they're saying a lot in the chat. They keep typing in the chat, oh, Chris, ignore the trolls. Lily, ignore the trolls. Like trolls' voices usually are typically louder, but you have so much good support. So I want to say thank you to everybody who's been supported so far. Like,
thank
seriously.
you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, especially people who understand us, right?
Sasima, shout out.
And try to understand us too, right?
Yeah.
Because we might be all different. Like sometimes I feel like everybody's different, and that's the beauty of it. You know, that's the beauty of the world.
Yeah.
And the even parenting style is different. Some people might be like very honest to your kids and stuff, and that's kind of like who I am. Like I am very honest with my girls, and we have very open communication. They're like, just hey, I'll tell you what it is, and then also you tell me what it is, right? So that's kind of, I don't just sugarcoat things. Like if it is bad, then I'm gonna say bad. And just today I was telling Yuri that, hey, if you ever, get in a situation and you're in a relationship with somebody and then they are mistreating you, and then they're saying, oh, like, yeah, but I actually care about you, I love you, but then their action is completely different, then you have to know that is not love. That's, you gotta get out, because I'm actually really scared, because a lot of times when you have been abused, you are kind of thinking, oh, yeah, but they're still my dad, they're still my mom, they're my parents, you know what I mean? So it's like, they still love me, like, because a lot of people say, hey, at the end of the day, he's your dad, like he's your mom, people always say that. And then they're like abusing you, the crap out of you, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But then people are saying, oh yeah, but at the end of the day, they're your parents, so like they love you.
Blood is thicker than water,
yeah,
and all this
or something like that. And then, but abuse is abuse, but a lot of people who get abused, they later grow up, and then they get in an abuse, they get in an abuse relationship because they think that it is love. Like they think they put up with it.
And most of the time, they don't consciously think that it's love. They actually subconsciously think that it's love. That's the issue.
Yeah.
You brought up so many points. Like, there's just so much to unpack on what you said. You brought in so many layers. I want to rewind all the way back. You hit on a point about parenting styles. One thing I love about you and parenting together with you is that we have very much equal like parenting styles. And let me describe. So there's a lot of parenting styles, but let's cover two of them. So there's one where it's sort of kids are kids, stay in your place, go over there, and then when you turn 18, I'll magically open the gates for you. If maybe 18, maybe 21, I'll finally tell you stuff, right? Like, there's that. And then there's the camp where you want to be as transparent, open up the floodgates as possible. We're more of that type. And there's pros and cons to both, but I think that we're older millennials, okay? And our generation, we went outside and played outside. We didn't have cell phones. We didn't have access. We just knew the neighborhood gossip and then at school. Today, kids have access to unlimited resources, the internet. They're learning things faster at an earlier age than we did. They have AI. They can talk to ChatGPT and ask about, why would a dad leave? Like they can have whole entire conversations, and kids just have a different level of access to information and resources that it's almost our job to now broaden the scope of how much we discuss with them, because they're going to go look it up anyway.
Yeah.
So that's just my little 2 cents on that piece. Yeah.
That's why also, like, I'm not afraid to talk about things online, and also, putting my girls, like online, I guess, right? Because otherwise they're just going to do it anyway. A lot of like, Yuri's friends or like people I know, like they have their like secret accounts on TikTok or things like that. They do it like
They go behind your back.
yeah, to go
anyway.
by
Some
their
of y'all
friend's
know.
back.
Some of y'all know. Okay. Some of y'all.
And even about dating, my girls haven't dated yet, you know, but all their friends and their friends are not supposed to date.
Utah's crazy. And this LDS town, they're the worst, I swear.
And they're saying, and their Yuri the Sumis, you know, their friends are saying like, oh, don't ever, you know, don't tell my parents, like they don't know, you know what I mean? I'm dating this guy or something. Oh my gosh, right? Like they are doing it all behind their parents' back. And Yuri the Sumi, I always tell them, tell me, like I'm not against their dating, them dating or anything. And actually, I'm always sometimes like, hey, like, do you have any guy that you like? Any boys you like, or any boys like you? You know, I always ask, and you know, stuff like that. And even like, there's one crush that Yuri had a while ago, and then he liked her bag or whatever, and then I was just kind of like, oh, let's see, you know what I mean, like all stuff like that.
We know about all the crushes.
Yeah, we know everything, and even Yuri now, you know, she always like talks about everything, right? Like everything basically. She tells us everything. So that's how much, you know, open relationship that we have. So we're kind of like that. We don't really like.
Yeah. And some of this, they're kids and they're like not really. The word dating is so strong to me. Like they're not dating, they're just doing little kid stuff. Like there's so many stuff hilarious because there's so many like. You know, boys be liking her. Some be turning everybody down. What? No, boy, get out of here. Y'all can almost see the Somi. She's like, get out of my face.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. Okay. Now let's go.
All right.
Yeah.
Go back to serious mode.
Serious mode. Now.
Sorry, we're having fun with y'all, but it is a serious topic at the same time. Maybe some of our coping mechanism is also humor, but we just like being humorous, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Us too. Actually, a lot of people. That's why comedians are just funny as heck, because and then they use their trauma.
Exactly.
Right?
Every famous comedian I know had pain. That's why they're so relatable.
Yeah. So that's kind of who we are, and we just laugh, you know, when something's maybe really serious, or sometimes it could be really traumatic, but then we just kind of use our humor to cope.
What should we talk about next?
So, just talk about your electronic
that thing. Yeah, so electronic communication harassment. I don't know how much like people followed. I would just assume people don't know like anything, right?
Yeah.
So for me, back in 2023, James essentially leaked my cell phone number, like you mentioned, on his YouTube channel, and then I was traveling at the time. I called the police, and they went knocked on his door, and he basically said, "Get out of here!" Shoved it on their face. But then the police said, "Listen," they called me back. They said, "I tried to tell him, advise, you know, that's actually like breaking the law." They said, "What we're gonna do is we're gonna go and escalate internally." This is the police talking to me, and we're gonna get our like police attorneys involved, and then they'll be in touch. I said, "Okay." Then they started their process. He went and kind of deleted my number. He put my number there minus one digit, and he replaced it with a letter. And then on another video right after that, he put my number again, but replaced a different position with a different letter. So if you basically put the two numbers together, you will have my full number. So he was just kind of trolling. Now that number, at the time I was working for Amazon, and at the time, and my phone number I use for all my business, all my customers, all my clients, and Amazon Web Services, right? Not the Amazon.com you shop on, but more of the cloud business. That's where I was working as an architect. But those are all my contacts, and he did that because he got my number from the kid's cell phone at that time when he found out about me. And what happened was people will start sending messages and everything. Anyway. Back to the attorneys, they ended up opening up a court case versus James. So it wasn't like me versus James per se. It was like the state of Utah versus James, right? And then they brought me on as what they call a victim advocate. And so I would attend the court trials with him. He's posted videos with me like in court and stuff. And it was mostly him versus the state of Utah. And so that went on. And then when I started, he was harassing. When I started that process, they said this is called electronic communication harassment. And that's basically what it's called when somebody leaks personal information and they say things. So they said, hey, while we're during this court trial, now this is like March of 2023. And then they said, hey, while we're at it, we advise you to get this no contact order. And this is just what we standardly, we recommend the standard to our victim advocates is we get a no contact order so that, again, it further reinforces that he cannot post anything private or harass or, do anything. And so I said, sure. So they gave it to me. They said, hey, this will be in effect for the time while we're going through this. And that's what happened. So I got that. He was issued the order, no contact order. And then from there, that same year in 2023, a lot of back and forth trials, 4 or 5. And then the final trial it ended October 10th, 2023, where he pled guilty to the charge. And I'm not going to go over like what he had to do and pay and all that kind of stuff. I'm not going to go through those details. Not that important, but he was punished for it. And that was on October 10th, 2023, when the verdict came down, and he just had to plead guilty on that. So he did that. And then, so after that, the no contact order kind of like vanished. Actually, it was only for like 12 months. So technically, April 2024, contact order did not exist anymore. Now it's 2026. For the past 2 years, I know a lot of people say, "Oh, you're dropped. No, why would you do that?" And you got to know Well, first of all, I'm not even near him anyway. But for the last 2 years, there has been no contact order in place. Whether he knows that or not, it was only meant to be in place while we're going through this issue with the trial, which ended in 2023. But the no contact order expired in like April of 2024. So hopefully that clears it up. That's pretty much it. I mean, that's it. That's all I got. I mean, those are all the details.
Yeah, but you're saying it like it was kind of nothing.
No, it was a big deal.
Was very
I mean,
serious, and you know when you're going through it, it's just like very stressful, and also like it's just annoying. Also, you know what I mean? Like and you're also getting like messages, text messages from people and stuff, and what the heck?
So Amazon featured me on their YouTube video. I did an interview when I was in Seattle at the headquarters, and they wanted me to talk about my role at the company and the companies that I help and architect and things. And so they featured me on a couple of videos actually. And then the people from his channel went to that video of Amazon, like literally their official YouTube channel. Yeah. And the videos, you can watch my video, it's still there, but they start leaving all kinds of information like pedophile and just really bad stuff. Yeah. And I don't know if I should say that word on live, but anyway, I'll say PD. But basically, I had to contact Amazon and be like, hey, by the way, look, they're leaving some hateful comments. And so they ended up HR ended up disabling the comment. The video's still there, but they just disabled comments on the video. So I just had to go through a lot of annoying hoops. And I talk about it in retrospect, but you got to realize that there's months of time going by, years of time going by. Like all these things are happening while all the other stuff is happening at the same time. So that's what happened there. I just wanted to you wanted to clear that up.
Yeah.
So, the kids get older, they look back at this video. What happened with that you had a case with him? Well, that's what happened basically. Yeah.
So if you have any questions on that, you can ask. But basically, I'm just saying that he also had to go through his own experience being bullied by him. Yeah. Or just basically just being annoyed by him too, a lot of it's just what the heck. So I think you had all the right to also be overly, you know what I mean, like joyous, right? Like you're super.
Yeah, I mean,
you're like and then and also like you guys just don't know, but how he was just always attacking you, like just really so much that I was at some point I was just like, man, like he cares more about you than
Yeah,
he cares
that's what it
about
felt
any
like.
of, and not even me, like
Yeah.
anybody. Like he just cares about you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, if he attacking him like you so much, then you were also like, yeah, okay, like we won and we're so happy, and so you just said something, and not, I don't think there's anything wrong with it, to be honest,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Everybody's human. Everybody has emotions and things, and
Yeah.
I think people, like when I say people, I mean us too.
Mhm.
We have a really hard time sometimes grasping time.
Mhm.
Like people will watch your YouTube channel and they'll say, "Oh, I haven't watched you in like 3 years. Oh, I haven't watched you in 2 years." I go in and out, right?
Mhm.
And then for them, it's like we pick up right where they left off. Last
Mhm.
watched us, but our lives, the patches of time of
Mhm.
if you get hurt one day, right?
Mhm.
You have to go through that all day, all week, the next week, the next week, the next month, the next month, the next year, the next year. Like all those years of time, like we have a hard time grasping that, and people don't really realize why we're so happy after like all these years.
Yeah.
But all right, what's next? What you got? What you got for us?
Yeah. And
We're gonna get in some good stuff on the stream, guys.
okay.
Just so you know.
And okay, now someone's talking about
What's that?
James' new wife does not even involve herself in this issue.
Mm.
Chris shouldn't have involved himself in at all.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, I wish we didn't need to get to that. I mean, you're kind of staying at first, on the side, but then
I wasn't
that's
even
when,
in Utah even. At
yeah,
first,
and then that's when he published a video and then just expose you. I mean, basically,
he
like,
brought me out on that YouTube before you did.
yeah, he was saying, oh, she's dating this guy, named Chris Jackson, and you know what I mean. He started all that, and then
Mhm.
he started involving
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
So how can he not be
Sorry,
involved? Like
she got real
somebody
loud.
just like
Sorry, go ahead.
somebody's talking shit about you, and you just like sit there and just listen, or just like be quiet.
Mhm.
No, we're not like that. We're not that type of people. I mean, if I'm like that, then I'm probably not even YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
If I'm
Yeah.
like that, then I'd be like, you
Yeah.
know what? I'm just not gonna talk.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So you were saying so yeah, I mean, I personally like I mean you had your, I mean, anyway, it's all old. I was just gonna say, like, I wasn't really, when you brought me out on the channel, you didn't even, like, when we went out on our date night, like, you didn't even want to put my face in there yet, right? You talked
Mhm.
about that, like, you were just gonna do this, and then
Mhm.
he finds our Discord channel, he's boom, everything, and
Yeah.
and anyway,
All right, let's watch the video.
so what video? Talk about what video?
Well, so
Tee us up,
well, no, yeah.
because you copied it, right?
We got T.
You copied it, right?
Oh, did I?
Well, I'm asking you. That's my question to you.
Maybe I didn't.
I thought you were copying it. I think I saw you do it.
Check.
All right.
Maybe I didn't.
Did you put it here? No, you said you called it 4.
Oh,
No, you
I
didn't do
didn't.
it. You
I
only
didn't
asked
do
4.
it.
So you got to go do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
I'll talk about something, unless, or I'll just look at the chat. You can go do that. She's gonna copy a file over, and then
Yeah, but talk
I wouldn't
about
really-
what
Huh?
happened.
what happened when?
I mean, like, what the background of this thing.
Oh, a lot of people. I'm trying to think about what people talk about. They talk a lot about me or my involvement or getting in the middle of things. I think, I just want y'all to remember one thing. And I kind of want to wait till you come here when I say this, because I kind of want to look at you when I say it. But here, come back here. Hold on, y'all.
You can be there.
No, go ahead.
Just
go
be
ahead.
there.
Huh?
Yeah, be there.
You want me to sit here?
Yeah. No, let's change.
That chair gets kind of hard. So I just want to say, people ask a lot of questions. Chris, like, why? Like, I don't know why I seem mysterious to people, but people feel like, why does he, what gives a person that much care to do all the stuff that I do? Like, not only put up with all the stuff you just talked about, but also go out of my way to, they say, insert myself, right? People don't really understand. And I want to answer that for you right now. And the truth is, it's because of love. It really is that simple. I think that's the only thing that people can't relate because I'm the one in love with you. You know what I'm saying? And I fell in love with Lily, and then I fell in love with the kids. And so for me, it's like love is what compels me to do those things. Like you guys look at it like Lily is the ex-wife dealing with some drama, and then she brings her husband on the side over. I look at it as Lily is my wife first, and then we're dealing with this drama on the side, right? Like it's a different perspective because for me, it's like the love I have for you is really what drives me each and every day. Like, this is my wife, guys. Like my wife. You understand that? Like, you know what that means? Like, I hold your hand firmly like this. I'm holding her hand, and I will walk beside this woman to the end. I told him that, and very early on, that background check video, I said, "You said, do you promise to have? Do you vow to protect me and everything?" Remember that?
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yes, I will protect you and the girls." And I said, and I made a promise, and I've been on that mission ever since. And I promised you and the girls, and I've lived up to that mission. And it's really because of that love. Like why would he spend money or that money and do that and this, or why would he do this, and why would he up and move, and why would he, that's why. And it's really that simple. It's not more complicated than that. There's no mystery. Everybody thinks there's some mystery. Oh, was he trying to plan? Oh, what's the next phase of his plan? Like, there's no phase of my plan. My plan is to love this woman till I die. And even after I die, I'm gonna find you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? That's my baby. Okay? It's really that simple. I don't know why people make it so complicated.
Yeah, that's
Now,
powerful. So sweet, babe.
thank you. I really feel like if I was any different than what I am, I probably wouldn't be right for Lily or the girls or your situation. I think that I have the right attitude, ambition. When you're going through trial and going through this over the years, do you realize how much work and paperwork and conversation and planning and strategies and effort? I'm working at the same time. I had a full-time job. I have more than one full-time job, Yvonne. We have our businesses that we run, and I got a full-time W-2, and I got like other stuff going on. Like, I got a lot going on every day. I'm never not busy. I'm busy all the time. We're planning a wedding right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just a lot going on, but you have to have a certain level of ambition to pull something off like this. And I happen to have that, and I give it all to Lily and the girls.
Yeah, I really appreciate that because for a long time I thought that I was just not gonna fight for the full custody because I'm like, man, like I just don't, like, just so much money, number one, and then he just making it so hard for us to just, yeah, like do anything, right? So I was telling you like, hey, like let's just wait, like let's just wait until they grow up to 18, and but then you're the one like, hey, like yeah, I'll I'll spend all my money. I mean, not all your money, but like, you know what I mean? You saying like, hey, like, I'll give you, like, I'll support you. You know what I mean? Like everything. Like
I told you it was a war of attrition. This is going to be a war of attrition. That was an accurate statement. And on that attrition part, I was really pulling in on that. What you just said, they'll see, because you almost dropped this whole entire case.
Yeah.
And he referenced that in one of his videos. And you guys will see that communication where she was like about to sign and drop the whole thing.
Yeah.
And we'll show that to you.
Yeah.
Just stay
so
tuned.
maybe we'll talk about that. So I filed for full custody in 2023 when he left to Ohio.
Ohio first, right?
And so first of all, a lot of people actually think that we went to court when we got divorced. We didn't go to court. We just decide, we settle. Like he wanted joint custody. I actually thought about pursuing full custody, but then I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? Okay, let's try joint custody. And so I asked my lawyer to draw the write-up stipulation, and then we signed on the divorce decree. So both of us signed. So we settled. We agreed to it. We didn't go to any court, or like, it's not like judge gave us joint custody. A lot of people thinking that like the judge gave him half like joint custody because he's a good dad or whatever. Just so you know that we didn't go to the court. Judge didn't make a decision. Him and I, we made decisions together.
Meaning that is in your divorce decree on paper written down.
Yes.
Okay. And you both signed off on it.
We signed on the divorce decree that we're gonna have joint custody. And I was hoping that he'll be a good dad, because he was always saying like, oh, when we're together, I couldn't be a dad to them. So yeah, this time I'm gonna be dad to them or something. You know what I mean? So now, yeah, so I'm like, okay, let's try. So we started joint custody, and then he went to Kenya right after. He was saying that he's just gonna stay there, whatever. And then I was like, you know what? Okay, well, even if we have joint custody on paper, I will take care of the girls, right? I was thinking that I would just take care of the girls. And maybe it's just better, because he was saying that if he's here, he's gonna make the girls not do dance or gymnastics, any activities that they like to do. He was saying. So I was like, you know what, maybe it's better for you to just stay in Kenya, I guess, because and he was saying that he's just gonna stay in Kenya. So I'm like, okay, I guess, but then when he came back, that's when he started making the girls not be able to do any dance or gymnastics. So basically the first thing that he did was pull out the Somi from dance team. She had 2 dance so she still had 2 competitions left, and he basically didn't take her to dance practice, and also the competition landed on his week.
Mm-hmm.
So basically she couldn't go to those competition, and she cried a lot. The Somi cried a lot, and I have all those screenshots and all that. I'm not gonna show it to you. I'm not gonna show you, like, you know what I mean, the Somi crying and all that kind of stuff. But I don't know, when you guys saying like, oh, but that's still dad. Don't talk bad about, don't disrespect the dad or whatever. Like, it just makes me really angry, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? When you see your child crying because she cannot do what she wants to do. Any mom, okay? If you're a mom loving your kids, then it doesn't matter if it is a dad or not. If that's her dad or not, I'm just gonna freaking, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna just sit down and do nothing. I'll be upset. I'm furious. I'm gonna say something, and that's just who I am. I'm a mama bear. I don't freaking care, I even fight with, anyway, I'll fight anybody, okay? That's just who I am, okay? So it was tough. It was really tough at the time. And then, so the Somi couldn't go to dance anymore. And then Yuri's dance studio, they were actually saying, okay, Yuri can just come on your week. So she can just come every other week. So we did that. And also she had to stop her gymnastics at the time. So she had to quit her gymnastics. You know how amazing she was? Go to Yuri's Instagram, Yuri Milele, Yurimilele. Yuri Milele, okay? And you go look at her gymnastics. Or you can even watch some of the things that I vlogged on my YouTube channel. There's a Yuri gymnastics meet video, and you can check it out. Yuri was amazing, okay? Yuri was amazing, but she had to quit that. And I mean, we're thinking, okay, maybe she can just do one or the other, like dance or gymnastics at the time, because like it was just so much for her. So we decided to also, okay, gymnastics, I'll be okay. But at least, let her do at least one activity, right? When he was saying like, oh, that's too much, blah, blah, blah. And then, okay, then let her do at least one activity that she enjoys. But he still said no. And so at first he said, you can take Yuri the Somi to activities, but they have to come back by 7. At first he said 8, and then he changed to 7. I'm like, no, they're done at 7. They're done at 7:30 or something. Even if we come back, it's gonna be 7:30 or 8. So, but he said no, they have to be home by 7. Otherwise, they cannot do anything.
These little details probably a little confusing for people to follow, but it's good that you put it on the thing. But I was gonna say, overall, what I remember is they start losing their flexibility. Because like when kids are in sports and stuff, if you have kids, like if they're doing gymnastics or kind of dance, like you need to be flexible, and you start losing your flexibility. And Desomi is super flexible, by the way. And I remember that one time where they were calling you just because they were at his place on his week, and they were just trying to do their splits. And he was like, you can't do splits in my house. I was like, you have the audio actually. I was like, that's crazy. I mean, you can't do splits in my house. I can't stretch, bro. Anyway,
crazy.
I'm just saying. That's just added to what you were saying. But let's go into some of the stuff. Unless you want to say more about that, I have the video. You copied it over now. There it is, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So and then, so that's when things were really difficult, and I'm not gonna go into all the details, but basically it was really, really hard for the girls. And then all of a sudden one day he just disappeared. And actually he at the time he was really making it really, really hard also for exchange, because he was always saying that like I should bring the suitcase, I should always bring the suitcase. The girls shouldn't carry the suitcase. I should bring it up to his house and stuff. And it was just crazy. And you try to help, because you being a gentleman, you wanted to carry the suitcase for the kids and me. But then he was like, oh, you cannot do it. Like she has to do it. I'm like,
yeah, he wanted you to come up to his door while he's filming you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's actually on YouTube, on his channel right now. You can go look. I'm the gentleman. I'm going to grab your suitcases, but they're not even on his property. It's like right there. And he's like, nope, she's going to do it. And I'm going to film her. And you're like almost tripped and fell. It was like snowy, icy that day and stuff. And it was like you had to walk on the ice. And it was just really bad. And I was like, oh man, this is just terrible.
Yeah.
So
anyway, and then so he just up and left, right? He went to Ohio, and at the time he actually moved with his girlfriend, Corinne. And now they have baby together right now. So that's the girl. And then so they moved there to Ohio, and he never contacted the girls. He never told them that he's gonna move. He never told me also that
while
he's
on
gonna
50-50?
move. Yeah, while 50-50. So that means I'm with the girls all the time. At the same time, I have to, and no child support from him, right? Nothing. He doesn't pay for anything. And he's still acting like he's in Utah. And he's saying like, oh, like give me how to exchange. Like he was just always, every week there's some new rules, he's like bring up, and he's like, you should do this, you should do that, we should do this, we should do that. Oh, if you do that, I'm not gonna do it. Like, you know what I mean? All that stuff. And so whatever that I say, okay, let's do it, then he's like, change. You know what I mean? And then like, okay, then let's do this. And I'm like, okay, well, let's do it. Then he's like, change. Then he's like, let's do this. Then I'm like, okay, no, I'm not gonna do it. And he's stuck on it. And then he's like, okay, if you don't do this, then I'm not gonna exchange. You know what I mean? So that's why he is saying, well, on his channel, I think I was saying like, well, I was waiting or whatever. I didn't watch his video. I just
I mean, all those details,
yeah.
like I said, if people, the
But
main thing is he
people-
moved away to Ohio, and we
no,
didn't
but I
know.
want to
Yeah.
talk about it.
Okay,
Dave.
go ahead.
So
go ahead. Okay.
so well, I mean, we're gonna talk about it, and
Yeah.
then we're not gonna talk about it anymore. So this is
Mm.
gonna be a reference video if you guys want to know. So so he's saying like, oh, I was just waiting for her to come up with a schedule. I'm like, well, he was just there, and then he's making everything complicated. Whenever I say something, then he's like, no, I'm not gonna do it. Like, you should do this. So he was just kind of doing it, and then he was then I'm like, okay, well then what about, okay, we'll do it. And then he's like up and left, and then he's not saying anything, right? So things like that. So sorry, I'm like, so then later he came back in Utah, and then I found out that he's back in Utah, and then I said, you know what, I'll give him. Oh, so when he left, that's when I filed for full custody. So that's what I was talking about.
He and Corinne lived in Ohio together.
So yeah, they lived in Ohio, and then I filed for full custody. And then when he came back, and he was willing to let the girls go to dance and stuff, and he was saying like, I support them, and let's, because he knew that I filed for full custody, so he wanted to do 50-50 so that maybe, you know,
play the part, yeah,
so that I don't win, or maybe I drop the case, right?
But he never supported their activities. He just said
he just said it. He's gonna do it. He just said he's gonna do it. So I was like, okay, let's see if he's gonna do it. So I remember, you know, like, oh, let's see if he's gonna do it. The first week I remember, and then he actually took those girls to dance and cheerleading, because they started dance and they started cheerleading while he was gone. So he actually started doing that. And then I was like, oh, okay, that's good. You know, I guess finally we can finally co-parent.
That
right?
one time, yeah.
Yeah, there's just only a very short period of time. So then I was kind of thinking, maybe I'll just drop filing for full custody. So that's when I thought about it. And then I told him that, okay, I'm thinking about dropping, and we'll just do, you know, amicably co-parenting. But he also had another motion to enforce. I think it was about us like traveling or something, right, out of state, without letting him know or whatever. And also I changed the Somi school from online to offline without consulting him, even though he was begging me to switch the Somi school to offline. So I finally, okay, you know, all right, I'll just switch, right? Even though the Somi really, really wanted to stay on online school, but I just switched her. I remember that. She was just like, I don't know, I really don't want to switch. But I was telling her that, yeah, but that's what your dad really wants. So let's try for this year, right? And then when I switched, and then he was saying like, oh, you just made a decision without talking to me. So that's kind of, so he actually put in the motion to enforce, and then he took me to court. So he had this motion to enforce, and I had this filing for full custody. And I said, okay, let's drop all together. And then he said,
can pull that up now if you want, but
what? And then he's what?
When you were thinking about dropping it, I have it.
Oh, what?
You want to see it now? I mean, that way, as you talk about it, maybe they can see the communication.
Yeah.
I'll do that for you guys, okay?
Okay.
We got some stuff lined up here for you guys. Don't worry. Stick around. We've got some
tea.
I wouldn't call it tea. It's just facts, really. Just facts, yeah.
So I was telling him that, and then he was like, okay, you know, we can we can drop it together or something. And then I said, okay, well then I'm gonna have my lawyer to write up the stipulation that we're gonna all drop together, and then I want you to sign, right?
And so I'll pull this up for you guys. And so you said This was a order on stipulation of dismissal, where you're saying you have bullet points. I'm just trying to describing what's happening here, then you can continue. Like there was bullet points that basically said like, hey, here's how we want to do this when we dismiss it. He disagreed with a couple of points. You say, okay, I removed those 3 and 5 as you requested. We can just sign a stipulation this Sunday at UPS store. I don't think I can make it in time before 5 p.m. when the store closes on Saturday. So that's why you're saying Sunday. So you're like really close to signing documents. And down here you say, James, you say, this is an email. Check the documents and let me know if you agree with them. The order needs to be signed by you and the stipulation will be signed by both of us and notarized. Standard procedure. And then here I did what you requested when he gave your feedback. And then his response was this to your lawyer, right? You guys can see that on the screen. I know this email looks weird, but I'm just saying, I mean, it looks weird, but a lot of emails are like this. I know it's kind of hard to read, but if you look at this, I mean, I don't even have anything to say. I mean, this was shown in court, and I guess he's overall acting like he won everything. But he actually doesn't drop. That's the thing. So I think there's another email.
So he just wasted our time, basically, and wasted my attorney fee. Just like acting like, oh, I'm gonna sign. So he was even asking, okay, remove 3 and 5 or whatever. And we all talk, on the phone and everything. And then
let me show you this.
And then, yeah, this is what he wrote.
So this is your lawyer speaking. Your lawyer says, my client asked me to convey that she has directed me to file with the court a stipulation for dismissal of her petition to modify. And under this Utah rule, blah, 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 this lawyer speak. James replies to your lawyer, and this is what he has to say. And look at the dates, by the way. This is 2024, guys. This is how long we've been dealing with this kind of stuff. This is 2024. Okay, there's the date. Friday. It was June 7th, 2:34 p.m. This is how he talks to the lawyers, to anybody. The paralegals copied on this as well. This is what it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it looks like. I want to read the comments. But yeah, that's what it is. We just wanted to share that with you guys. Go ahead, continue.
Yeah. So I try to basically drop the file, right? I mean, drop the
cases, yeah.
The case.
Like everything dropped. Let's work on this.
Yeah, let's work on this. Let's co-parent.
In 2024.
It seems like it's working. I think it's gonna do great. And then that's when he did it, and he said, I'm gonna only work with you. Like, don't bring any other third party.
He didn't want you to have any support.
Yeah.
The strategy of a narcissist is to first cut off your lines, cut me out, cut your lawyer out, and then he can do his dirty work. Like, that's kind of how it works. Yeah. And I saw that.
Yeah. And then also he and someone asking, who typed B?
James typed that.
Yeah,
that's from him.
Yeah, James typed.
That's him.
Yeah, that's him.
That's how he refers to the lawyer. I mean, this is official court doc. This is shown in court. Like, this is court document. This is an email, right? This is.
Yeah.
I mean, we're used to it. We've been doing this for years. I mean, this is not surprising to us, but yeah.
Yeah. So
we have more. We have more.
He kept saying, we're gonna drop, but I need to drop first. If I drop first, then he will drop. And I said, no, we have to drop together. And he's like, no, just you drop first. And I said, okay, can I trust you? And he said, don't trust me. I'm like, well, then how can I? You know what I mean? Like he was saying, like, don't trust me. You just have to do stuff in the hopes of me following through.
Yeah, John Wick says James gave you full custody on a silver platter and you didn't win anything. Like, just so you know, you dropping meant that you were going to be doing 50-50. You agreed to go back to doing 50-50. That's what this was about.
Yeah.
You were to drop your modification that you filed that same year in 2024, and you were about to drop it in 2024.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying,
He didn't want to drop his because that's once he tries to cut me out, cut the lawyer out, convince you to drop your case, which you almost did. If you were to drop it, you guys gotta realize that courts move so slow. Like if you drop a case, when they didn't even talk about when they filed the final court trial for this particular case because you ended up obviously not dropping, right?
yeah.
When was that?
So what?
When was that?
When what?
When did they come up with the date to set for the trial? Not the trial date, but when did they come up with? So you have this petition. You didn't drop. When was it that you got a court date?
It was last year, March.
Okay. So that email was from June 2024. Then it was
And I didn't drop it. And then
March
we,
2025.
And then, yeah, we try to co-parent, but shortly after, actually that June, around June, I was just checking my audio, and that was June.
Okay.
And so shortly after that email, he blew up. He probably thought that, okay, she's just gonna keep this. She's gonna pursue, like I'm gonna pursue. So maybe that's the reason why he started saying, okay, I'm not gonna take Yuri to cheerleading. Right?
Probably. But basically the next year, March, now we were in 2025, they gave you a court date for 2026.
Yeah.
So if you were to drop it, we probably, let's say you dropped it and let's say that you wanted to refile again in this year, 2026, we have to wait till like 2027 or 2028. Like it would just be, you would be in a really, they'll be 18 years old. I just feel like nothing would get done. So yeah, thanks.
So
let's pull up the video. Let's talk about the Ohio piece so that we can pull up a video. We also have a special guest, if you want to call her that.
Special guest?
I'm just trying to bring some humor to it because he made a video talking about special guests. So we have our own special guest.
Oh, really?
And we want to, I lost my mouse here. We want to talk about the girls. Talk about the girls. This is not about Lily James and back and forth. This is about the girls. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'm saying, so after that email that we just showed you, we were doing co-parenting okay, I think.
You have to rewind your story now.
Yeah. So I'm rewinding. So I told you that when he came back from Ohio, we started co-parenting, and interestingly, he started taking Yuri, the Somi, to dance and cheerleading and stuff, and with also Corinne's help, at the time. I was very grateful for that. And then
hold on, she says something in the video that really made me not feel so happy. When Corinne would pick up, because he didn't take her to cheer and stuff, like Corinne did it, and Corinne picked up Yuri from school, and she's like, I'm gonna call my mom. She called you. Corinne said that in the video.
It was from cheer, actually.
From cheer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought I said cheer, but anyway. So Corinne picks you up Yuri. Yuri asks to call you. Corinne tells that story on James' channel. The part she left out is she said, "Oh, you were just trying to get the James." But actually, tell me what you told her on that call when you said, "Let me speak to Corinne real quick."
I thanked her. I said, "Hey, thank you so much for taking Yuri to cheer, and it means a lot." And Yuri, I just wanted to show appreciation to her. And I felt like she was the big reason that now they're taking Yuri to cheer. He's taking Yuri to cheer and she's taking Yuri to cheer. So, because before he left for Ohio, he was refusing to take Yuri the Somi to any activities. And then now he came back from Ohio and he's taking them to cheer and gymnastics. So the cheer and dance. So I was like, oh wow, probably Corinne is the one that helping him, and also maybe he's in a better relationship and stay like the
Better state, basically.
better state, right? So he's now like, you know, okay to do it.
So you thanked her, and I was, why did she leave that out in her story? I don't know, but I thought that was kind of, that just wasn't cool. Like, because anything, you gotta realize with Lily, guys, like Lily, all she cares about is supporting the girls, and I already showed that they keep asking that question over and over. So I already said show one time.
Okay.
So Lily is like sometimes overly hopeful, which is how she got like manipulated so easily. I feel personally, like you would be like, okay, Hope, and he's like, let's just drop the cases and we can work it out. Okay, I'll drop my case. You were kind of overly hopeful for that. And when Corinne came around, like you said, and started helping out, it was like, oh wow, maybe this can work. Maybe this can actually work. And so let me talk to Corinne real quick, Yuri. Corinne, thank you so much for taking Yuri. Like, I just want to tell you that it's been a struggle, and this can be the beginning of something great. And she just left that out of the story and just said you were trying to get to James. Like, I was like, that's just so, it doesn't even make sense, right? It makes sense, more sense that you would be so grateful to her and thanking her for doing that, because even when Yuri, you didn't say this part yet, but you had to go to his house and take Yuri to her activities, even, right? For a while. So, but let's go back to Ohio. Ohio, somebody said, I'm trying to light the fuel to the fire. No, this video is about getting it all out there. And if you think that's lighting fuel to the fire, then wait till you see what's coming up next. So
yeah, and then let's hold on.
Okay.
And then he and then all of a sudden he when I was telling him, hey, like, okay, I'll drop it, and then you drop your motion to enforce, and he refused to do that. And then I was like, you know, like maybe I should drop it, and then he will drop it. And you're like, no. And then also my lawyer said, no, you can't do that. I mean, you can try, but you know, he was recommending me not do that. So I'm glad that I didn't do it, because I don't know, like what would have happened, to be honest. But anyway, so after that, shortly after that, the girl was with
the girls.
The girls were with him, and then you and I were traveling, and me and Yuri were talking over the phone, and we're like FaceTiming, and Yuri wanted to ask you a question. I don't know what question it was. I don't know if you remember.
Yuri wanted to ask me a question?
Yeah. So you got on the screen on FaceTime.
Oh yeah, she needed help with her homework, and so we help the girls a lot with their homework, right? And especially math and stuff. And I remember I think it was math class, and I had helped her before, and it helped her to understand what the teacher was trying to say. So she was like, well, Chris knows how to explain this part to me, so she asked for me, right? Yeah.
And then when you were on the screen, that's when it just got black, right? Like somebody hung up.
And she's not being funny. She's just saying that's what, yeah. I was watching and see how long she can hold her laugh. She was like, anyway, yeah. So we're just trying to make it humorous, too, guys. Just relax. All right, chillax. All right.
Yeah. So someone obviously like took the phone away. Oh, he just like, no, and then he just hung up. Like he was there.
I actually saw his face. I remember, yeah.
And then he was like, no, and then and then that's when
no more phones.
Yeah, no more phone. And then I think he called me or he texted me or something, and then he's saying that, or Yuri maybe like call me back. I can't remember, but exactly. But basically, Yuri cannot go to cheer anymore. And he was saying that he's not going to take Yuri to cheer anymore. And if if I want to do it, then I can do it. But he's just never gonna do it. But at the time I was traveling, and then her cheer practice was the next day, and Yuri was crying and everything. Actually, before that, she was actually asking him, why did you do that, right? I think Yuri was kind of like standing up and then asking him like, why did you hang up, and why, and he was probably like, just I remember this audio, basically like he was telling her that, you know, we don't see his face on the screen, on my screen, or like we don't even call him by his name. We have to call him, in this house we call him by this and this, right? And it was horrible. It was horrible. And anyway, I don't know, I just felt like I wanted to talk about it because
Okay. So let's rewind a little bit. So they go out to Ohio. I don't want to downplay that because that was the first time in all the drama that he moved away and we didn't have any idea what was going on. So we went to go pick up the kids at the police station and Corinne was there. Now, sometimes Corinne is there with James. Sometimes it's just Corinne. She does do pick up and drop offs. And this time Corinne was there and Yuri had something early, so she was already at school, but she was dropping off to Somi.
Why are you talking about Ohio? They came back from Ohio.
Because of the video is after they've come back from Ohio.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in the video we talk about Ohio.
Rewinding.
Okay, we're not rewinding. Okay, so we're not rewinding. Okay. But in the video you're about to watch, you're going to watch a conversation with us and Corinne and because what was happening is they came back and then we caught wind of them possibly moving out again, which we now know that we thought it was like Texas, but we now know that it's actually Michigan. This is before they moved. You guys know they're in Detroit, Michigan, right? I think everybody knows, but that's where he is, like at this very moment. But we caught wind of that and we're like, oh my gosh, are the girls going to hurt all over again? Let's ask Corinne because she's dropping off to Somi. And that's what you want to show the thing now. You guys want to see the video of that conversation? Because every time we show something, people say we're bad mouthing or people, I don't know, because everybody, like, we can't do anything. People always say we're doing something wrong or whatever. We just,
I don't care.
Okay, just do it. Okay.
Don't care about what people say.
Okay. All right. Here, you wear the headphones.
Okay.
And you can listen. That way it don't echo. And you can mute you can keep your mic unmuted. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna pull this up for you guys. Okay. Let's go. We'll watch it all together. Hey, Shachomi. Hey. Let me rewind it. I know you guys don't see it yet. Give me a second. We're gonna all watch it together. I'm gonna put this over here so I can see the chat. You don't have to mute it. Okay. All right. You guys are going to see it now. Somebody said, sure. That's the most nonchalant sure ever. Okay, ready? Let's go. Hey, Shachomi. Hey, Corinne. Hey, congrats on having a little girl. What'd you call her? I can get that.
Amara.
Amara, that's a nice name. That's a nice name.
This is Yuri's coat.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
That's good. That's good.
It was a great experience.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, that's good. That's good.
Nice.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
where's James?
He's out for work this week.
He's out for work. Do you know like where he is or?
Yes, I do.
Where is he? Where is he?
He's just out for this week. He'll be
Yeah.
back on Friday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I'll be real honest because I'm like worried about the kids a little bit because like to our knowledge he's in Texas right now.
Okay.
And I'll get this. This is Yuri's coat, and there's been the week on week off like that, right? When you guys moved to Ohio, when you moved into the green, like the place in Ohio, I mean you were there with him, right? They were still on a week on week off, but that whole entire time
the kids had no idea like where he was. Like he didn't say anything. It was like zip. Lily didn't know, like nobody knew anything. And we're just afraid that maybe something like that is happening again, but this time like Texas. So is there anything you know that you could be fair to them just on a moral thing? Like that's it. I'm just concerned about them. Just on a moral thing. You're here now, like this is like you have a baby, like you're family now, right? I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is there anything you can do that's fair to the kids so that they know what's going on?
All I can say, and I'm gonna be careful, I'm not involved. I have said this to Lily, that everything has to be between James and Lily. I want to be able to keep my distance and not be a part of the drama. And they are the parents. They have to make sure everything is cool between the girls. So all I can say is that I know for a fact that we have plans in place to make sure the girls are always taken care of on our weeks. And they will be safe. And there's nothing to worry about in that regard.
No one else can really get to him. Like you're like the only person. It's like, hey, just do things the right way so that you and your child are safe, and the same thing doesn't happen all over again in Texas. What I'm concerned about is the kids, again, like they come to us and they don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going on. He never tells Lily anything. And from a moral perspective, like you are involved because you spend as much time with the kids as their own mother. Like it's like half the time, 50-50. And so,
You know, it seems like he's traveling a lot, like lately. And then you're taking care of them, and so I felt like if you need anything, like I can always help, because like you're by yourself and with the baby, and so and we're not here to fight, like you know, I wish that if he wants to leave, you know, like he wants to go, it's okay. Let's just kind of do the paperwork.
Do the paperwork. You know that's it. Like, it's okay. Like, we can work out times to visit and everything else.
Not like we're like, hold on, where is he? Are you gonna come? You know what I mean? We're waiting in here. You know, like, are we gonna exchange?
It hasn't happened last time. We were just like waiting in the car, and it's like,
So that's kind of, as long as we are all okay, like you leave. I remember he was, well, the girl that Yuri today this morning, she was kind of saying that like he wants to move, and so like if he moves, then I have to move too. It's like, hold on, like is it like he's really moving? Like, you know what I mean?
They don't know what's going on.
We also are not 100% sure on what's
because the house is being sold. Your house is being sold right now.
Right. But that is, we're gonna sell the home regardless if we have to go somewhere, or if he has to go somewhere, or you know, like we're selling the home. So us selling our home has nothing
to do with that. Okay.
But yeah, I will talk to him. Do my best. I do want full transparency. I don't want the girls to get hurt.
For sure.
I really don't want that. I love you. You know that.
She knows.
So I really want to make sure that things are better this time around. I don't know what it looks like right now.
The problem that we have is there's no transparency.
Okay. My whole family lives here.
Right.
I don't plan on moving.
Right.
The girls are going to be taken care of. I'm not going to delve deeper into this.
Sure.
I respect you guys. And I'm really trying to like be careful with being in the middle, and I am trying my best to navigate the situation.
I understand.
But I will tell you, our number one priority is the girls. Okay. And they will be taken care of. And I'm not going anywhere. And we're figuring things out.
Like Lily said, like if he wants to do the paperwork and just be open and transparent, we will take the kids. It's okay. And then he can.
But if he wants to ever come back, or if we actually really like, okay, we move, you know what I mean? Then later we can also, you know, arrange. We're very, you know what I mean? Like I'm okay arranging things.
We just want transparency.
Transparency.
That's the thing.
That's it.
Because he's just the complete opposite of transparent. To be honest, you probably know that already, but it's not fair to the girls, because they come to us, we don't have the answers. Like, girls, we don't know. Like, how do we know? You can ask him, or you can ask him, and also I want to say, like what you said earlier about like you try your best, like you can't control them, but you do try your best. They understand that, and I think it's good for them, I think, to know that, because I think, to be honest, we've gotten feedback they don't really see that, right? They don't really see like you defending them in that kind of way. A lot of times it's sort of, they're not being defended. That's kind of their sentiment, and I know you do try hard. You just do it privately, you know. But I think it's healthy for them to know that like they have people in their corner, and not only in our home but over there too. You know what I mean? It'll go a very long way. Like when they grow up, like that'll stick with them. Good luck. Yeah.
It feels like we're like cornering you. And
No, we're out here. It's a beautiful day at least.
it's a nice day.
Because like you said, the priority is the kids. If you see something coming down the line that's going to be bad for the kids, please let us know, because that'll prove to me that you really do prioritize the kid. But if we find out something like way after the fact and all of a sudden boom, we're gonna be like, what happened to the whole care about the kids thing? You know what I mean? Yeah.
And I don't want that to
Right.
happen here.
Right.
So
Yeah.
so whatever happens down the road,
Yeah.
I am hoping that we have full transparency
Yes.
on where we are.
Yep.
I am not James.
Yeah. Exactly. That's why I'm talking to you. I don't talk to him. I talk to you.
I cannot control
Yeah.
his actions.
Mhm.
He's his own person. And although I can try my best, you know, to have an influence on him, he's still his own person.
Right.
So I will do everything that I can, and I promise you that.
Yeah.
I really do promise you that. But that, again, it can only go so far.
They have a right to know what's going on. We just don't want to repeat because we've been through it. When you guys were in Ohio, we were here clueless, and they didn't talk for a whole year. The only time they talked on the phone was Christmas time, because they called him, and then they cried right after. It was painful, and we don't want them to go through that again, because they remember every little detail, right? They remember, you know, and we don't want that to happen. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, with the phone, like,
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you watched the videos, but it's just crazy. But anyway.
I actually haven't. I tried
Yeah,
not to watch,
yeah.
and then I'm like, actually, I don't want to know anything that's going on ever. So,
Yeah. But anyway, thank you so much, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, and yeah, thank you. Bye bye. Here you go, Christina.
Okay, so basically, we wanted full transparency before they disappear. Could they disappear again? Basically, they moved to Michigan. We found out later, and they put their house for sale and all that, and they just disappear. And all we wanted was full transparency. And Corinne said, "Yeah, we'll give you transparency. We'll talk to you." And she was even saying like, "Oh, we're never gonna go anywhere. Like my family's here and all that kind of stuff." But they still left and never really communicated with us. So basically, that was that. And yeah, I mean, we were very amicable. I think
Cordial.
Yeah, like there's no bad blood towards her, and I think she's an amazing person, and she tried her best, but at the same time, like I personally feel like she doesn't know the full truth. She doesn't want to know, almost like, you know what I mean? She kind of chooses not to know the full truth, and so, which is sad, and yeah, that's just how I feel.
I'll say something. That was 2025. Some people were saying I had a restraining order. There was no restraining order at that time. If you recall, maybe you came in late to the stream, I went over that piece. But I think Corinne has a good heart. Honestly, I think Corinne is a good spirited person. We're not coming on here to try to dog Corinne or anything like that. I mean, if she says something I don't like, I'll say that. But I think overall, Corinne has a good heart. Can I talk to some of my fellow Americans real quick? You have such a big, wide audience globally. But I want to know who, put a one in the chat if you're American. I want to reference some American history real quick. If you're American, put a one in the chat, because I want to talk to you for a second. Because this kind of reminds me of something. Got some ones there. Okay, so a little bit of American history. It won't take long, I promise. During the civil rights movements and, and marching and things like that, and Jim Crow laws, unequal rights, segregation. There was a lot of bad people, but there was still a lot of good people. There was a lot of good white people, like really good white people, good-hearted, good-spirited white people. And the issue was that they sort of turned a blind eye, and they saw the atrocities happening all around them. And they just said, kind of like what she said, I just don't want to get in the middle of it. I don't want to go anywhere near it. I'm just going to pretend I don't see it, which turned out not to be good. A lot of good white people actually marched together with black people. And that is when the country began to change for the better. And I feel like Corinne kind of inherited that spirit of, I'm going to stay out of it. I'm going to turn a blind eye. I see the kids crying, but I'm just going to ignore. Or, she feels it. I'm not saying she doesn't. It hurts her too. But I feel like she sort of inherited that. I'm going to turn a blind eye. I'm not going to get in the middle. I'm not going to get involved. Where I'm more the Malcolm X type, right? When I'm like, I'm going to be defending you and not just turning the other cheek. And, I wish when they left that we told her, like, hey, if you hear something coming down the line, like, just let us know. For the girl's sake, I wish Corinne was like, yo, Lily, pass your notes. Say, hey, I ain't trying to get involved, but I just want to let you know we're about to move to Detroit, Michigan in like 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need Corinne to like get on with the Underground Railroad. You know what I'm saying? We need to continue the analogy. We need Corinne to be part of the Underground Railroad. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of person. But that's not the reality. So, that's kind of, so that's where we were left with, right? Is that all over again? And
yeah. And also, like, some of y'all, like, in the chat, like, really, like, just pisses me off, to be honest with you, like, you're saying, like, oh, Chris shouldn't stop, Chris shouldn't talk, or Chris should just stop talking, or like don't be in the middle, or like, or shouldn't be involved in stuff, you know what I mean? Like, Chris is my man, and he's gonna protect me, and he's gonna talk, okay? So just so you know, like, if you just keep saying that, like, he shouldn't talk and stuff, then leave the chat, please. Seriously, I'm just like, I'm so sick and tired of, you know what I mean? Like, seeing people like, oh, he shouldn't talk or stuff. Like, he's my husband, okay? And he's our kid's stepfather, stepdad. So he has all the rights to speak. Yes. So, that's just, I'd like to say it, because as much as he protects me and he talks behalf of me, I will also, I'm gonna support you, and I'm gonna say, hey, like, what he says is what I say. He's the head of the house, and we're all equal, but at the same time, he's the spokesman.
honestly, she just like to hear me talk sometimes. Like, when you gotta realize, like, I do talk a lot, but if you watch us live, like, she's talking. It's just that when she's editing the video, she will cut out her ums and ahs and part, and then she'll just be like, you know what, I like what you said. I'm just gonna put you there. The video is so chopped up. It's like, I'm just like, gah, 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 gah. But if you meet us in real life, you're like, wait, you don't talk as much as I do.
No, you actually talk.
I still talk a lot though. Don't look at me starting on like AI or anything computer related. I'm gonna be going crazy.
You do talk a lot.
But that is true though.
But I really like, you know what I mean, like how you put stuff, you know what I mean, in words, and you're very articulate. So sometimes I let you talk, because when I'm talking, I'm like, okay, I'm trying to talk, but then like I have to speak in English, and you know what I mean? So
or you start repeating yourself, and I try to like compact it.
Yeah, so that's what it is. But anyway, I just want to let that, because
I appreciate
like
you, babe.
I'm like,
I appreciate you.
I need to freaking.
She got my back too.
Yeah, I need to get.
She got my back.
Yeah, I'm just like.
Yeah. She threw me off of her shoulders. Now I'm gonna back up. Hold on, babe. Hold on.
That's just how I am. I'm a fighting bee, okay?
I know, right?
This fighting spirit.
Before we move on, I want to address one thing. I've seen this come up in the comments a lot. I'm not dodging the question, but in the last video and also in this chat, people bring up my kids a lot. I just want to, can I talk about my custody a little bit, just real quick? If I say too much, just stop me, okay? People are talking about me saying things that like I lost custody or or why aren't I fighting for custody of my kids? And so my situation is that in both situations, right, I have, there's two moms involved. I have kids with both, right? They have 3 kids. There was never a court battle over custody or dragging each other around and doing all that. That took place during divorce, where we sat down, we discussed what's best for the kids, and we decided to go with it. And once we settled it and we signed a divorce decree, there was no more fighting after that. Or there's no fighting anyway. It's just like there was no, what's happening to us basically with this whole custody thing. So I never lost custody to the kids. And just to go a little bit in depth on that, on my first marriage or divorce, or however you want to call it, we were in Georgia, okay? I went to go work at Microsoft in Texas. And then we had divorced already. And I was like, Texas is a better place for English as a second language. And so you should come to Texas. They move, they come to Texas. We're all in Texas. Everything's cool, right? It was never, and I believe in moms just having custody personally. I'm always the type of person where I feel like I want to inconvenience myself before I inconvenience someone else kind of thing. I would rather be the one traveling, get on planes, going to the airport. I don't want to inconvenience a mom. I just can't see that. You know what I'm saying? So in the first situation, it was like, hey, you stay with mom, and I was there and supporting my kids. And they're still in Texas to this day, right? And then the only thing I'll say on that note is guys, you don't see it on social media all the time. I post little stuff here and there, but after the whole thing with James and trying to expose my daughter, all this stuff, they got off of social media. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean I'm not in their lives. I'm in their lives. My daughter, Taisha, is my oldest daughter. She's an adult now, actually. You remember back in those videos, she was like 15. Yeah. We were at her birthday and stuff. She's already an adult. She's 18. She's about to turn 19, guys. She's in college. She's doing fantastic. She's completing her first year of college right now. She's done an amazing job. My son, he's going towards his junior year in high school. He's a 4.375 GPA. I know all their teachers. I'm involved with the kids. You understand? They're doing excellent. And Jaden, he's just a little genius. I just was with him, right? I posted a reel recently from this year in 2026. I was just with Jaden. He's doing fantastic. And my second marriage situation, it was like, hey, when we divorced, we agreed that actually what was going to happen, and let me know if I'm saying too much. The plan originally was, I was telling the first marriage, Josh and Taisha's mom, I was telling her, the kids are getting ready to start high school. I think you should give them to me. They can live with me in Georgia. And that way I can ensure that high school is such a critical time in life before they go to adulthood. I can help them get into college and everything else. And she agreed that would happen. So the kids were going to move with me in Georgia, and I was going to do 50-50 custody with Jaden. That was the original plan that me and my ex agreed to, my second marriage, right? But the mom changed her mind, and I guess, she couldn't live without Josh and Taisha, the kids. And so it changed. And so I had to make a decision. Do I stay in Georgia and do 50-50 with Jaden? He's younger. Or my kids are going to go into almost adult life. I need to really be there. So I decided to go to Texas. And on paper, my ex, for my second marriage, she actually had full custody on paper. But after divorce, and I'm moving to Texas, she says, hey, I have full custody, but I'm not ready to take, our son, right? So I'm going to let him go with you to Texas, and he's going to live with you. You take care of him, even though I have full custody. So when I moved to Texas, he came with me. Yeah. Jaden was, that's why when you made that video on ClamorCon and you asked Josh and Taisha, hey, what do you think? What kind of dad do you have? What do you think of your dad? And they're saying, oh, he's saying all these things about me. They're saying things like, oh, we go to the park. He'll take me, Josh, and Jaden to the park, and we'll do all this stuff. And he's always there with us. Jaden was living with me. I was putting Jaden through school. I was taking care of Jaden by myself, which was amazing. And I was always willing to do that, even if she had full custody on paper. And I was with Josh, we were all together. And then shortly after, that's when we came to go see you and the kids for the first time in Utah, when we drove in RV, it was actually Jaden he's like 3 years old. He's in my arms. That's why he was with me all the time. And his mom would come to Texas and visit him and then go back. And then when his mom was like, hey, and the funny thing is with child support, I was paying child support, but I had him with me. So I would send her child support And then she sent it right back to me because he was with me. So it was like, but we had to go through the system because the system was already set up that I pay child support because I pay child support for all my kids. And then when she told me, it's like one day she came to me the next year, she said, hey, I think I'm ready to take Jaden now. I said, okay. And she came and took him. And everything was cordial. And there was never like, I lost custody. And I told her, I said, hey, listen, if it's ever tough and you want to break or you want him to come, like, I'll take Jaden. Like, I had no problem. I was putting him through school. We were good. Yeah. And so I just want to clear that up because people get the wrong idea. I'm not fighting the moms over custody. Like it's an agreement that could be simple. And I wish everybody's situation could be simple, straightforward like that, but yours certainly wasn't. And that's just unfortunate.
Yeah. Because people think that like we're stripping the kids from James' life and stuff, whatever someone said it. And then, I mean, I wish we're not stripping them from his life. He actually like just moved away. Yeah. And then he was still keeping joint custody and also joint legal custody. So now making it really hard for us to make any decisions without consulting him, but he's not actually here with us. And then and also because all the trauma that he put the girls through, I felt like it's just better for me to have full custody. And also, if he really wants to have the girls in his life, I actually want that. I want him to try. I want him to try to mend the relationship with the girls. I want him to come back in their life. I mean, in a like the more now peaceful way. Like it has to go through therapy though. You know what I mean? Like we need to involve therapists. Otherwise, he cannot just have just unsupervised visitation.
That is rare.
Yeah.
I said it in my comment. I said, there's things that came out in court that they don't even know about. We're not even going to stay here. But for them to evaluate that way is profound. And that should just be for us. That's all we have to say. It's all about the best interest of the kids.
Yeah. So I really hope that he actually tries to visit the girls and try to repair the relationship. But he has to basically involve therapists. He has to pay for it. And so I don't know. Will he pay for it? I don't know, right? And he's even talking on the internet, like telling people in the comment section saying like, oh, I'm not gonna pay, like those money will go to Kenya and I'd rather
they're anchor babies and all that kind of stuff.
Like I'm gonna just use that money for my pool maintenance and whatever in Kenya. And yeah, he's saying things like that. So it's really sad. So it is sad. It's very sad. Yeah. And I wish it's not like that. But I want that hoping that he will also heal. Maybe he should heal. Like I feel like he's just not in the right mind. And then it's just mentally, I don't think that that's a normal person's behavior, right? So what he's doing. So hope that he heals, and then he also trying to mend the relationship with the girls. Yeah. And if everything, we all cordial, I don't know, you never know what might happen, but I'm just right now, the most important, you know what I mean? Like thing here is the girls' safety, girls' well-being. So if having him not having visitation without supervised therapists, right? Like supervising, without therapists, like he basically, in order for him to visit the girls, he needs to have a therapist present. So
and over time, the judge said over time, like we're gonna go by the therapist's recommendations. Like they can't even do a sleepover until the judge's like, okay, they're cool. But if he makes progress, then eventually the therapist will go away and he'll just go back to normal, like how he had before. Like over time, it just
Yeah.
I mean, I would certainly go through that process personally if it was me. I would go through that process. I'm dead serious. And over time, I don't know how much time, but over time, you would get that back. And for the girls to see that kind of effort when they grow up, think about how that would impact them. They'd be like, wow,
Yeah.
whether he says it was right or wrong, if they said I was wrong and I was in a situation and I do it anyway, they say, wow, you made the sacrifice to do that. Like that speaks volumes, right? Like I'm just putting
And
it out
also, I mean, I don't know. Like, I personally think that a lot of bullies, they're hurting internally. They're the one that is like really hurting. So they want to hurt others, right? So maybe, James, he's hurting a lot, and he just wanted to hurt us, right? And obviously, as a grown person, it's just I wish that a grown person, like adult,
Yeah.
like they should act like adult. But some people are just genuinely like not okay mentally, right?
Bitter and stuff.
And so I'm just saying that hopefully he heals, and then we can. I'm never against the girl's dad being in their life and then loving them, showing love, like real consistent love, right? Rather than just putting them traumas and stuff. Yeah. But also at the same time, I'm not afraid to call that what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, like that's fine, like because he still loves them. No,
Some people are like that. That's scary to me.
Yeah. So,
some people say, oh, it's blood, so I'm just gonna throw you. They could be the devil. I don't care.
Yeah.
That's your blood. You go.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't. I mean, I know some people do that.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I'll be like, it doesn't matter if that person is abuser and you're being mistreated. Then you need to understand that you have to get out. You have to get out. Doesn't matter. You have to be far away from that person. It doesn't matter if it is blood or not. So I'm just,
Yeah. And I'm hoping Corinne can like help him too. But maybe he needs to get a therapist for himself, and then he can. I don't know how that's gonna work. I don't know, but that's for him to figure out, I guess. I'm a dad, so I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
Real time, live.
So I'm just so letting you know that we are never against any like repairing or fixing or mending the relationship between the girls and the dad. But also, one more time, I want to say, don't talk bad or anything about how the girls reacted, and then it's just not cool. And the girls have all the right to express themselves, and they went through so much. So having some little like humor in there, it was their coping mechanism, and that's how they coped. And you don't want them to just like, like bust out crying and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Because that's probably like what people want to do. But instead of that, you bust out laughing.
Yeah, because they still have to live their life every day. Like they can't just sit in their room and like be hurt the whole time. They have to like get up and do schoolwork and do academic. And they're doing great. They're good. Straight A's. Like she's doing amazing.
So someone said, why upload the video then? Right? Well, for me, like
whatever said that. Why upload the video is exploitation. That's what it said.
Yeah. So for me, like I'm a type of person that who are not afraid to speak or talk or even tell you guys what happened. And that's just what it was. And also at the same time, like you guys waited as much as we waited. And however much I didn't want to talk about it, James was talking about it. And he's putting some false narrative out there. Then I had to also tell you guys my side and then how we felt, And I think we didn't really like tell you every single step of the way how we fought with him. So maybe you felt like, oh, you were just being so.
Because he made a bunch of videos.
Yeah. So
and then we didn't say anything.
Yeah, if we don't say anything, it's basically like we're just admitting it. I don't know. Like, just you tell me. So if somebody says something that you are quiet, usually people think that you're just admitting it because you got nothing to say, you know? So I had to say something. And then also, I'm not really afraid of like uploading something about our family, to be honest with you. And then my girls also, they're not afraid. They grew up.
And you always talk with them before you upload something too. And plus, you've been doing this since 2008. Some of you haven't even on YouTube
they
since
grew up in front of the camera. They just like it's so normal for them, and they don't even feel anything. Like they just, I mean, I don't know. It's just these Gen Alphas. They're different from us. They grew up with a screen. Like that's why they're Gen Alpha.
Yeah.
They grew up with the screen. So it's normal for them, and then it's gonna be more and more like that.
Yeah.
10 years, everybody's gonna have social media. I mean, now everybody actually has social media right now, even now. But like 10 years from now, everybody's gonna somewhat stream their life or whatever, you know, and just
you're just ahead of the game. Yeah.
That's just who we are.
We have some stuff we're going to show. I mean, you can keep talking about it. I can just kind of roll this. You wanted me to show this, like while you talk?
What is it?
We're going to talk about each thing. This is just going to be some of the emails to the lawyer. There was one email that left off. So we left off last time we showed something on the screen. It was in 2024. And this was the end of 2024 about you're almost dropping the case. Right? So let me pull that up and then we'll go over some emails. You can talk. These are email exchanges that we have to deal with over the years. I'll just call out the dates, but you can talk about whatever while I'll just work on this. You can talk to them and I'll just work on this. I just have the chat right here.
Well, I mean, these are all kind of almost, same in the line of like what he wrote.
Yeah, let me
racism email. So,
yeah, because you were saying withdraw what? So this was December 2024, December 1st. Because I mean, he sent this, and you were like, withdraw what? Because like the withdrawal kind of fell apart now, and he's just saying a bunch of stuff. I mean, you guys can read this later. I'm gonna pull up some other things here, as far as and you can just kind of talk. I mean, you'll probably be just looking at the screen, but I'm just gonna pull this up. So let's fast forward to 2025. Yeah, let's get over with. Just show it. This is October 3rd, 2025. When we had to do a subpoena again. He's asking, "Are you free?" As a lawyer, I guess he was surprised he could afford it. He kept asking him, "Pro bono and free." And then I'll just go to the next one. I'm not really gonna go into a lot of details. Just you wanted me to put this, so I'm just putting this here. Just more emails. I mean, this is just the kind of stuff that we and the lawyer and everybody's dealing with. I'll go to the next one. That was January 15th. This is the next day. So the importance of this is leading up to the trial. This is 2026. So the trial was in February. This was January.
Yeah. So this year.
This is this year. And I've redacted all the details so I don't expose anything. But that's kind of what we're seeing. And then there's also like more. This is January 20th. Okay, right after MLK Day. Yeah. He's saying stuff.
Yeah. So I mean,
and then finally this one. This is after the trial. This is the only email after the trial. And I don't want to have this on the screen too long. There's a lot of words here, but this is addressed to the lawyer, paralegal, and us on these emails. But I don't want to keep that on here too long. And then I'll run the roll of some other stuff that we have on here as well. But I just wanted to show that.
Yeah. But you know how like so immature and childish and also like very derogatory and insulting, emails were. And so like think about, how we would have felt after winning the case, right? And also how much he tried to drag the trial by asking for translation and like all that kind of stuff. And
Don't
he
speak
even
English.
actually, he even admitted that, oh yeah, I did it.
Yeah, on his channel, he admitted.
Yeah, on his channel,
run
like,
up their
yeah, I
bill,
did it
lawyer
just
bill.
to run up their bill and stuff. I wish I can, ask for a lawyer bill right now. Like maybe if they can do some amendment or something, showing all this thing that he's saying.
Anyway, but we do have some attorney's fees, which it's like, you know what, we're never gonna get everything, but we got some stuff, so it's like whatever.
But so yeah,
So
just I'm just saying, like, that's just kind of, that's how we felt. We felt so happy. We felt so like, finally, like, okay, we're done with all this BS, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So the next part is basically we want to show just some. You can talk. I'm just going to show. This is the text message conversation. This was some of the court evidence that we put together just from text message screenshot. And we're not showing this to like bring someone down. This is about the kids. So we're showing this because it shows how the co-parenting exchanges particularly kind of broke down when you want to talk about like what the police station change, the drastic change that happened as they were about to move to Ohio, because he talked about it in his video, so I just don't want to tee them up. Yeah.
So he was saying that hey, because the girls are coming home after their time with James, they're like, oh, dad keeps going to Texas, like going to places, and they're talking about moving to Texas. And I'm like, like, are they moving to Texas or what? And then all of a sudden one day he texted me and he's saying, oh, from now on, like next week, you have to come to this city called Tueli. It's like 1 hour from one hour drive from our place.
From the kids' school, from everything.
Everything. Yeah. And he was saying that every week we have to come to Tueli's police station. And I'm like, what? We cannot do that like every week. And we were exchanging the kids just before the school starts. So, and I actually asked him many times, like, let's do it like, like I drop the girls off at school and then you just pick them up from school. He was just like, no. We have to do police station just before school. So I was like, okay, and then we did it. And when he was saying that I should drive 1 hour every Monday to just exchange, I said, no, I cannot do that. And he was saying that he moved to this city called Tueli. So yeah.
You can talk about it while I pull it up now. This is the text message exchange and how it really shows how he navigates it. I think the reason why he's doing it because he's trying to like basically put some far out places, like put an impossibility there while he moves out of state.
Yeah.
He knows that your next move is, oh, I'm not doing that. But you started complying, but he never showed up, right? So it was to kind of call him out on his bluff. That's pretty much what's going on, is you're calling him out on his bluff. So let me screen share that.
Let's read.
That's just a category. Difficulty in communication, co-parenting, claiming to live in an address he does not live in, demands 1 hour drive to Tueli police station. Pretty much what you just said. We're not going to read it all. I'm just going to go by little. If you look on this screen, that way you see what's coming next, because I'm going to scroll. I don't want to leak anything, so I'm scrolling details on this side first.
Okay, so read. Read
it, the whole thing?
Just read some. Okay.
That's a lot.
All right.
It's a lot. It's February of 2025.
Okay. Well, we don't need to show everything, babe.
I mean, it's gonna be on the video after, so that's why I'm just gonna scroll through.
Yeah, babe, we don't need to show everything, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'll stop.
We already talked about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let me go to the next one. And then this one, we'll show this one. So this one is the abuse of the kids. You know, they moved to Detroit, and now we're basically saying caused him psychological trauma. He refused to do parenting time. He moved to Detroit, and he also sold the house and everything else. Like, and they had the Layton homes they were renting, which was sold, and then they sold the home they lived most recently before they moved to Michigan. Like that's what Corinne was referencing when she said, "Yes, we're selling." She admitted, "Yes, we're selling our home." That's what she was referring to. So they don't have a place of residence anymore at this point, and so that's where this picks up. March, because the last time we saw them was March 2025. Everything is.
Will you
everything
read
is,
that the long
This one?
message? Yeah, because I think that's kind of important.
You want to read his first, or it starts here? Okay, so this one says, you want me to read it?
Yeah, because
All right.
I sent this message
Yeah,
to
the
him.
blue is you, right? Gray is him. I mean, I think they can tell, but during the last exchange, March 17th, 2025, that was the video that you launched when they kicked them out. During the last exchange, March 17th, 2025, you lied, played games, and made us drive all the way to Tooele Police Station, and you never showed up, nor intended to. That same morning, you never showed up to Syracuse Police Station either. You had all the prior acknowledgement you needed, and you never intended to do parenting time. Finally, I dropped the kids off at your curbside and place curbside, who were received by Corinne. You were there present with the girls for a couple of hours, and then you kicked them out of your house in the most traumatic fashion possible and dropped them at my house, curbside with 2 full suitcases, as recorded and documented that same day. The kids cried, were scared, and very traumatized. They are fearful of going to your place and your behavior towards them. If you really want to do your parenting time, I advise you call the girls and apologize to them and help convince them to want to go to your place. And because you've proven to be untrustworthy, you will have to pick them up curbside in front of my home, right where you dropped them off the last you saw them. I cannot stand by while you cause trauma, and I hope you take this recommendation for the best interest of the children. Today is Monday, March 31st, 2025, which is once again your parenting week. I advise you make peace with the girls and arrange your pickup right where you drop them off curbside. Desome and I, by coincidence, when visiting the post office, just saw you, Corinne, and the baby
Getting a passport.
getting a passport.
For the baby.
Where am I? Getting the passport for the baby today, March 31st, at Syracuse City Office Building. You even called Asomi's name and smiled and made no further acknowledgement to your parenting week and left the building. This too is documented. Are you planning to flee the country? Yes, prior acknowledgement is super important for the best interest of the kids. Yeah, you did see them at the post office, actually. They were getting passports. They actually coincidentally ran into each other,
Yeah.
which is crazy. It's wild.
Yeah. I made a video even, actually.
You never like uploaded that video,
Yeah,
right?
I never uploaded it.
And so that's basically what was happening. And you know, his messages are long. He's talking about still claiming this police station. He's you know, he's one of the most. The dates are all here. Notice it's April now, and it's gonna go all the way. Let's go down.
And
to
also,
June.
he was just like saying, oh, no curbside. I cannot do curbside. Like, why? Why is it so hard for you to just do curbside? Because we don't need to we don't need to see each other.
Yeah.
Curbside is the best exchange method. Like, you just drive, and then the girls come out, and then you don't need to come out of the car. Even the girls are all grown up. I mean, not grown up, but like they're like big enough. You know what I mean? They can carry their suitcases and stuff, and so they just go inside the car.
Yeah.
And then you just help them put suitcases in the
simple.
whatever, and then drive off.
It's easy.
I don't need to see you. You don't need to see me. Nothing. Like, all great.
Yeah.
And nobody needs to.
Even at the police station, we would get there first. We take the suitcases out of the car, put them next to the car, and everybody is in the car. When he arrives, he just needs to get the suitcases and go. But what he'd do is he would put the suitcases in the car, and then he'll come over to us and start filming us. So when you look at his video where I'm like not even talking to him, not even looking at him, and he's just all up in this like filming us, and I'm not saying a word, like that's where all that comes from. A couple of things I want to talk about the suitcases, but before that, this is where the only time you ever got in trouble at court is where, so you guys remember when Lily, like on his week, You took them to the dance competition in Vegas because they've been training for a long time. The judges were actually okay with that you did that and you made that as a motherly decision for them because it was in the best interest of the kids. The only part you got in trouble with is when you didn't provide him an itinerary of that Vegas trip. So now you see us about to go to VidCon, which I don't know if you want to tell them, but we went to VidCon and Disney and went to Disneyland and stuff. And so even during all this, Lily has to say, by the way, we're going to go to Disneyland. We're going to take this trip at this time, at this date, June 19th, 21st. Here's the address to the hotel we're going to stay. Here's everything else we're going to do. And you have to say that.
And he's not even here in Utah.
Yeah, and he's not.
And I did it just in case.
Just in case.
Right? Just following the divorce decree.
Yeah.
Because he took me to court.
Yeah,
because I took the girls to dance competition.
Exactly.
And they were begging and also they're crying all the time because they prepare for the competition.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, you cannot go to those competitions. And for 2 years actually in a row, Yuri made it to this amazing competition called World of Dance.
Oh yeah.
And she couldn't make it to do the competition.
Yeah.
2 years in a row because of him.
Yeah.
He was saying no. And it was so sad. Like you have no idea.
Another thing you got to realize in terms of when you say like supporting the kids, like all their activities here to cost money, right? He never paid anything for their stuff. And that was kind of tough for the kids because you had to, according to the decree, you have to go half and half, right? And the other thing was that you got to realize that the kids, with this, you mentioned the thing about the suitcases, you got to think about this. If you're going to stay at another parent's house and switch every week, isn't it common sense that you're going to leave clothes at his house? The kids have so many clothes at his house and also clothes at our house, so they don't have to carry a lot of stuff in between. So when he left to go to Ohio that time, the kids were without all their belongings, all their clothes that was over his house. They never saw it again. And a year later, when they came back, eventually they would get their suitcase and clothing and stuff. But during that age, the girls grew so much because they grew so fast. They couldn't fit any of the clothes. Like we had to purchase and buy them all new clothes anyway. And by the time they got clothes back a year later, they couldn't fit anything. Like those clothes were like for, and so that was a big deal. And then again, it happened again. So they were in Michigan and they're moving away. He kept all their stuff. And actually, back to Ohio though, the day they got their clothes back was the day that he last saw them. Because if you go back to the video when he dropped them off, he had 2 suitcases. They never take 2 suitcases. That second suitcase was the old suitcase from a year prior. So he was really moving on. He was like, take your regular suitcase and also take your old suitcase with the year ago stuff that they couldn't wear anymore. That's why they had, and you probably heard me in the video, I was like, 2 suitcases? Because I'm like, this must be the old stuff from last year they can't fit. And so right now, they went to Michigan. So the next question is, well, where's their clothes? He still has them. They still haven't seen it. And there was a video that was on his video on his YouTube channel where the girls are coming by with the police, of course, and they're saying, hey, I want to pick up my slime. I want to pick up my toys. And he's like, go away. Go with the PD. Like, so they still haven't seen those
Someone
clothes.
just said, I know he was bad towards the adults. We saw the videos.
No,
now, where are the receipts of him actually being bad to the kids?
Go to his channel. He was like, go away. You can't get your toys. You can't get your clothes.
To be honest, we have some videos and we have some receipts, but I refuse to show you guys because, number one, like, you want to see them crying? Like, a lot of you guys, you know what I mean, like, get on my, like, butt, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh, why are you showing their whatever vulnerable moments or whatever. Like, like, you want to see them, like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, crying and all that kind of stuff. Like, I refuse to show that kind of stuff.
You show a lot, but you don't show everything.
Yeah, I don't show everything. That's like that's only 1%, or like not even the real, like,
dramatic,
you know what I mean, part.
Yeah.
Like, it's bad.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be bad. And recently, I don't know if you guys know this news, but you know, sometimes I watch this bachelorette show, right? And this season, this lady was from Utah, and she's the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, like main lead, whatever person, and her video abusing, I mean, yeah, basically like being physical and all that kind of stuff, just not resurfaced. It actually just got surfaced. It surfaced. So now her whole season just got canceled. And I'm just saying, you know, those kind of videos is gonna make everybody furious, right?
Yeah.
So we cannot show that kind of stuff. It's just like, it's like, yeah, like I'm refused. Also, it's really unfair for the kids, like them having to remember those things.
Yeah.
But I'm okay talking about from our perspective, and also the reason that I'm doing it is I'm also defending my loved ones. I'm defending you. I'm defending my girls. And also myself, you know what I mean? Like what we had to go through. And so I'm doing it as a mom, as a wife, right? And as a woman who doesn't get easily stepped on and stomped on. Like I'm not gonna let that happen. And I'm showing you how strong I am.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm making this video. It's not just to dog him or anything like that.
Anybody.
Yeah,
It's
bash
just
him.
putting the facts out there.
Yeah, but yeah, putting the facts out there. That what we had to go through. I'm letting you know what we had to go through. And sorry, I'm yelling a lot. Like someone is like, "Oh, stop yelling!" Like I'm like almost shouting, but hoping that my volume is not too.
You can see it right there. It's like spiking in the red.
Anyway.
Somebody said they want to see you smile by the end of the stream. There's your smile, Teach, right there.
Yes. but yeah, thanks everybody who has been supporting us. And I know if you know, you know, okay? If you know, you know. So, and I want to put everything out there and then leave that behind. I didn't want to talk too much about this anymore. But there might be some things that I might still bring up because I haven't uploaded a lot of vlogs that happened last year. And one of them was Yuri getting braces and stuff. And even that, like there was a lot of drama involving him. You know, like he was saying that he will like just did a lot, right? So it's like, yeah, whatever.
You can guess what it is.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
But so I might briefly talk about it. You know what I mean? Like I might not. I don't know. So I'm just saying.
But for the most part, you know, we're living our life. We're past that. This is just like we just had the court case. It just finished. This has been all these years in the making. So that's why we're talking about it in 2026 March. Right?
Yeah. So anyway, and someone said Lily in it for the money. She acts like a trophy wife. I am a trophy wife.
You are a trophy. You're a trophy wife, a beautiful wife, a loving wife. Only trophy wives were. I'm not even. People say I brag. I'm like, I ain't even trying to brag. I'm just like happy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I appreciate my woman. You know, so if I adore her with Tiffany rings and stuff, then hey, like, sorry, that's just what I do for her.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, all right. So now we're gonna get some questions from you guys.
I almost forgot about that. Guys, you can talk now. Sorry.
Yeah, you can talk now. You can ask us questions.
What's up?
And we didn't hide anything. Everything's out there, right? And I mean, that's what you guys wanted, right? So
Somebody said, Chris, the court case did not just finish. It ended about 2 months ago. The court case ended in February, and right now it's March 20th.
So yeah. Just
and you put out the video 2 days ago.
A month ago, basically.
Yeah, and she put out the video 2 days ago. So that's why, you know, we just want to talk about it. So somebody keep asking, Two Bros Plus keep asking, what are the girls' thoughts about this? What are they wanting when it comes to their little sister? We don't. I mean, who knows, right? they haven't seen them. So, you know, it's been a year since they've gone, and the kid is 1 year old. So what do you want? I mean, what do they know, right? Like, so.
Yeah, but what are the girls' thoughts about this? I would say they're just kind of like, the Somi's kind of almost like a nonchalant. Like
She's very
she's just
nonchalant,
kinda,
but happy.
she's like, you know, I don't know. I don't even think about him. That's what she
That's
says.
what she said.
But that's kind of sad though, in a way. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you don't really think about him.
Yeah.
But also she's saying that he doesn't care about us. Probably he doesn't love us. That's why he doesn't show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what she said. Like action speaks louder than words, and his action doesn't show how much he cares. So that's kind of, you know, she's like that. Yuri's
and to Somi real quick, a lot of people are spinning a narrative online. You know, when trolls get a narrative, they run with it. Oh, look at this Somi's face. She's not happy. This Somi is good. Like, she has pain, yes, but she is quicker in her thought process, like you said. Like, she kind of already knew it was going to happen. She was the most optimistic person in the house, and it just confirmed that, and she just wasn't really that surprised. Like, she was like, well, it makes sense.
Yeah.
You know,
but at the same
But she
time,
has her
I do
pain.
believe,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, there's some pain in
course.
there, right? Because
course.
like who wants like, yeah, like who wants this all like this drama like that in your life, right? Yeah.
Lily and Chris, this is from Lucimeyer. Lily and Chris, when you had the restraining order against, please explain why you still went to pick up and drop off. Please explain the situation. Well, Lily didn't have an restraining order or anything like that. I had a no contact order during our court case dealings, which only lasted for a year. So that was from 2023 April, and that ended 2024. The case ended that same year, October 10th is when he pled guilty in court. And I explained that in the beginning of the stream. And he had to suffer the consequences and punishments of that. But then the actual no contact order was gone by April 2024. So that's over 2 years ago. So, you know, there's a lot of times in that where it's like, why are you here? Why are you here? But there's no restraining or there's nothing like that. And also, I was never like near him anyway. Like, if we're like that one video where he's banging on the car glass, during the time there was a restraining order, we were headed to the movies.
Yeah.
And the Somi just happened to figure her glasses, and she can't go watch a movie without her glasses. And we're like, okay, we'll just stop by real quick on the curb, go and get your glasses. Well, we never got it back out that day.
Yeah, we never.
We never got it back out. You guys saw the video.
And we never you're never really like near him or anything like that. Like, hey, just stay there, stay in your house, and we're staying in this car.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Let her get her glasses and come back.
Yeah, if he's really like talking about like no contact order, then yeah, why is he coming to us and like knock on the the car door and all that kind of stuff, banging, like basically like banging. It was just like.
Should I say this? But something happened that same night. I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but funny thing is that same night, because we were there from all day to at night with the police and everything, we saved a little girl from suicide on the train tracks right after that incident.
Yeah.
Crazy, but maybe that's for another day. But anyway, what other question do we have? Now that you guys are free, there's something else before that. Cruz says, hey, Kristen Lily, you put out a statement about celebrating behavior to losing custody was inappropriate. But did you apologize to the girls for assaulting their father with them name calling? I apologize, and I put it up already. I'll just put it real quick one more time. But what I did was I apologize actually for, this is what I did. This is a message on YouTube that seemed like nobody saw, but on this reply, I said, I was wrong, conveying to the girls that James did not express any love or caring sentiment towards the girls during the trial was bad timing on my part and a bit much. The girls were processing enough already in this big moment. I was wrong, and I apologized to the girls. Sorry. And I did apologize to them individually. And because my timing there, you know, I had a lot of emotions going through me as well, and I kind of got ahead of myself a little bit, and I apologize to them for that timing, and we talked about it as well. But as far as that goes, I'll leave it at that. People say there was a question about there was a couple questions about Oh, Jay Piper. What's up, Jay Piper? I haven't seen you in a minute. Let me change the thing back. It says he says, are you guys planning on now that you guys are free? Any of the thoughts of moving to another state? And there's also another comment that talks about, are you generally planning on going to Korea or Atlanta? Like what's going on? Do you want to say anything about that? Or?
Oh, well, we don't know yet, and we don't want to put anything out there if it is not certain, right? So even if we're thinking about it, like we're not gonna talk about it because sometimes, like, you know, if we talk about it and then what if it doesn't happen, right? So, but definitely like Atlanta is our top number one, right? And then Korea, definitely we love to go visit. I don't know about moving to Korea, but yeah, would love to go to Korea. But more realistically, I think Korea will be next year summer, or maybe this year, like Christmas time or something.
Cool.
So I think, but
okay.
yeah.
I gotta work on my Korean. Pressure is up. Somebody said Zara Larson. Okay. So Princess Pink 1524 says, Lily, did you vlog the Zara Larson concert? I used to listen to her music as a teenager, LOL, back in 2015.
Oh, wow.
So I'm feeling nostalgic and I'm listening to her music again. Sorry for being off topic. You're on topic. This is about the
So
kids.
did I vlog? I don't know if I vlog. I might have vlogged. So, but I uploaded some like recap kind of thing on our Instagram.
Already? It's there now?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, it's there. So if you can go watch it. But I probably might upload the full vlog that day when I was surprising Yuri and then going to Zara Larson concert. I'll probably upload one vlog. Yeah. Around that. So
Cool.
stay tuned.
Excellent.
Stay tuned.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I don't see any more questions. I'm surprised. You guys tired of us? We've been here like 3 hours or something. There's no, I don't see question marks. I'm like, maybe I'm missing something. Like, you're welcome to move to California, Mark says. I'm not sure about Chris though.
What?
Maybe like in LA or something. Let's see. I don't see any more questions coming through unless I'm just, I'm looking at top chat. I should be looking at live chat. Maybe that's, but maybe I'm missing some stuff. If I miss your question, put it in again, because I think I might be getting some old stuff.
Yeah.
Hi, Pure Spirit 9. Is it true that at some point the girls had so many activities they were doing their homework in the car? Says at Jalil Compare.
Well, I'm sure there's some days that, you know what I mean, they had to do homework in the car, and that's very normal, you know, for people who do activities or, right? Like, and especially if they are serious about it, they're competitive cheerleader or competitive dancer or competitive gymnast. You all know, like if you're a mom, like cheer mom or dance mom, a lot of their kids, they do their homework, you know. Sometimes they eat in the car and stuff, you know what I mean? I mean, there's some time that like they had to do homework in the car and stuff. And yeah, someone said like my kids were doing their homework in the car. That's life. Like, yeah, that is life. You know what I mean? It's like, what is so bad about that? Like,
I did all my AP calculus homework in high school on the MARTA train in Atlanta. So. Lily, how's your mom?
My mom is doing okay.
They don't sound like she's okay the way you talk.
I mean, her hands are like, you know, like she works a lot, so her hands are kind of like crooked and stuff lately. I'm kind of worried about that, but yeah.
People are talking about we having kids. I don't know
We're
what you want to say
uploading vlogs.
We're uploading vlogs about that.
Yeah.
It says, this is Oniscient 303. Chris, you want questions? Why are you not posting your kids on the Instagram like you're into Somi? How do they feel? Speaking of traumatizing kids by being a parent. Well, my kids don't want to be on social media. Jaden doesn't really have an opinion, so you're mostly see him. I mean, have you gone to my Instagram? Like, have you seen me vlog? You know, Jaden, or I'm at my daughter's graduation when she graduated high school, or like things like that. Like, if not, just at Look Up Jax, check me out. But you shouldn't expect them to be on like this channel, not necessarily, right? I mean,
Yeah.
we do spend time together. I mean, we just spent New Year's together the previous year. We just all went down, we just spent New Year's together. So,
Yeah.
what else? Will your mom come visit? Yep. Well, all that's in the works, and going to Korea as well is in the works. I don't see any other questions.
Yeah. I think we'll wrap up now,
Okay.
Yeah. I think we wanted to focusing on like
The girls.
this part,
Yeah.
right? This part also. And then I feel like we basically said everything that I wanted to say, I guess, right? And you wanted to say also. I don't know if you have anything more to add to what we said, but I think I'm just basically ready to move on. I mean we moved on, but it's just he just dragged us, back to mud, and then I'm like, you know what? Okay, you got us to mud. Okay, I'll be muddy, and then I'll fight a little bit, and then I'll go back up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That
That's
video
just-
you posted was like you saw some of the mud on us. We were muddy coming out of that court case. Sorry, we were just muddy. So sorry you had to experience some of that mud.
Yeah.
We didn't shower before turning on that video. I'm talking metaphorically, of course. We didn't shower before cutting on the camera, so you guys saw some very raw reactions. So that's what it is.
Yeah.
Your whole channel has been very authentic though,
Yeah.
since the very beginning. It's nothing new about that.
Yeah. And I mean, it might be a little bit too different from other people, but like, that's just who I am.
She's
Like,
real.
I'm very real. Like, I just put the rawness out there, and my vlogs are very raw, and it's different from all the other staged or like skits, kind of like, you know what I mean? Like videos that you usually see, and then it's just like, they make videos that make you want to see, or sometimes, and my video might make you uncomfortable, and I'm really sorry for that, but that's just our life. And then, but that's just how I've been vlogging, and I don't know, maybe I should start just
You want to say, should I start
Something-
being fake like
yeah,
everybody
stop
else?
being fake. Should I be fake? We'll be all like, you know what I mean? Okay, you say this, and then we say this, and then
They
we're gonna
wanted
be
a
like,
more scripted
"Oh,"
thing.
You
It
know
was
what I'm
like, no.
saying? Maybe we should do that.
Remember we did that little skit scenario thing, and everyone was like, "Oh yeah, we should
Maybe
be
we should
actors."
do some skits.
Good night,
Maybe I
princess.
might get some. We might make some skits for you guys, just to make you happy.
Yeah. Innocent, she kind of answered that already. She's like, can you guys be happy now? Well, we've always been happy. Like, I mean, you can't say what video will come out, whatever. She kind of addressed that part already, but yeah. Lily is the attitude of, I'm just going to read comments, but Lily is the attitude of Korean commentators different to the English ones? Question mark. Commenters different to the English ones?
Oh, what does that mean?
She's saying Lily, Velia is saying Lily is the attitude of Korean commenters different to the English ones? Generally, yes, I would say. Right? Because they're very much like live in a different society in Korea, right?
Yeah, so I don't see a lot of Korean commenters here right now, but
Oh, okay.
but a lot of Korean commenters, they actually are like very happy, very happy for us, and they knew what. I think a lot of Korean commenters are almost like they follow through all the things. Like they're very loyal. They're like, I get a lot of Korean viewers, and so sometimes like 40%, like, people, please, like you can do better than that. Why are you letting one country like take over?
Yeah.
But anyway, so they are like, they follow closely on what's happening and all the drama, I think, and so they know what I went through. Unlike all the other people who just kind of like come and go, maybe, or I don't know, or they just, maybe you guys just follow me, and so you don't really know the whole story. And also, when James and I were talking about maybe like dropping the whole case or whatever at the time, and just for the people that who just joined, like I didn't, because he wanted me to drop first, and then I'm like, no, I cannot do that. We have to drop together. But anyway,
Oldest trick in the book.
and then so at the time he asked me to delete. I mean, delete most of my videos talking bad about him. And so I'm like, okay, I'll do that. But he didn't delete the videos that he was talking bad about me. So basically, like, I deleted all my videos, but he didn't.
He took down some for a very short time and he put them back up.
Yes.
Like, what is that?
Yes.
And
So
real quick, can you give Princess Pink a birthday shout out? She asked for a birthday shout out.
yeah, happy birthday, Princess Pink. Princess Pink?
Yeah.
Is it Princess
Yeah,
Pink?
right here.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and so what was I saying? What were it?
So you were saying that he put his videos back up.
Yeah,
You
so-
actually edited out those parts that you spoke about him
even
as
some
well.
parts
Yeah.
I actually edit them out.
Yeah, still
That's
edit
why
it out,
a lot
yeah.
of people don't know, because they even if like you go back to those videos,
Mm-hmm.
like all this part that like what he did to the kids and stuff, like it's all edited out. That's why you cannot see.
Mm-hmm.
And I cannot restore that part, right? But so that's why I deleted a lot of, I mean, kind of like
Sure.
like privatize all these videos, so that now it's not up anymore. But he put all these videos back up, so I still didn't.
And the ones about me. When I had my court case with him,
Uh-huh.
one of the things was he had to take the videos down. I have all the emails from that. And after he pled guilty, he had them down, but then he put them back up again.
Yeah.
And that was part of the electronic communication harassment. I was like, you know what? I can keep pursuing this, but I was like, let's focus on your case, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't pursue it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read some of these. People are saying stuff. I want them to have a little voice in here. This is their part. Good night, Lynn and Chris. Already said happy birthday. She turned 26 March 28th. Great. 2 bros plus. One mom says thank you for the live video. I appreciate it. Thank you, bro. Wait, can y'all see my messages? Yes, we can. Rippy C Rose says, I wish and pray all single moms out there will find a guy like Chris. Oh, thanks. Chris, I ask you, Habs Freak says, Chris, I ask you challenging questions, but just want to say I admire your devotion to Lily. I see the hate, but you also have people who don't doubt your intentions. Thank you. That means a lot.
Yeah.
Are the girls currently in therapy? Sounds like it'd be helpful. No,
Yeah.
they're not in
I mean,
therapy.
yeah, we will.
Yeah. But we're open to it for sure. You're welcome. Honestly, coming out of a relationship on both parties and now a perfect relationship, it's kind of with kids, it's hard. Yes, it's tough, but you got to want something. You got to have a purpose. And for me, that purpose is love. And that's what gets me through it every day. Makes it worth it. I'm trying to look for questions now. There's something in Korean. What does that say? 크리스가 제임스한테는 발작포탄 탄인데 왜 크리스가 아이들을 the daughters 피드랍하게 투셔요.
Yeah. So basically, like,
Try.
Chris, like, because when James sees you, then like it's gonna piss him off. So why did I let you go and drop the kids off?
Lily has her life. And by the way, you guys, they treat it like it's like all the time. Like, no, there's like, not all the time. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't like that at all. I'm accompanying Lily, I think for me to get the car door shut on her leg and be bruised up. And I was in Texas at the time. I hadn't even moved to Utah. It was just so, I felt inadequate and useless to you and not as a protector. And I was like, I'm never going to leave you alone, like to be next to such violence again. And I was like, you can do everything. We get there, I'm in the car, I'm just the driver, but I just want to make sure it doesn't get out of hand like that again.
Yeah.
And because you're such a fighter that you might want to hop out the car and go start something, and I'm there to be like, babe, let's just, you know what I'm saying? And so that's why I'm there and I'll continue to be there, I'm happy for you. All the girls need a stability. James is a man, child, very mature. Oh, everybody's giving her happy birthdays. Yep, cool. Somebody asked my job. I don't know if I should be announcing stuff, but whatever. I left Amazon last year, actually. I'm at IBM now. Little news drop. Still in technology. Yeah, Marcus. I was just reading it from you. Even it just makes me feel so. Anyway, so there's another Korean comment. Jameson은 준주. I'm not gonna waste my time speaking broke Korean. I love how he goes with Lily because James probably. I'm only staying up. It says I'm tired, but I'm only staying up for updates they're giving us. Thank you for sticking around. We're pretty much wrapping up. We're just taking questions. Chris, this is not that serious.
But I'm just letting you know that a lot of Korean commenters are very supportive. That's what I'm saying. They probably like look closely and they knew what happened, right? Like, and they're very like long-term, probably long-term viewers and stuff. And I think recently I got a lot of like international viewers, but like Korean viewers have been like following me along for a while, so they know what's been happening, and so they're very much like, I would say like 95% they're like all positive, but yeah, so that's a difference, and a lot of people
Not that serious 433 says, Chris, can you talk about the dynamic of being Black American and there being some sort of odd competition James feels with you being African, or James being African? A lot of what he talks about calling you slurs. I can't really speak from an African perspective. Like for me as an African American, I'm very much a foundational African American Malcolm X type, like straight up. Like I've been through a lot in my life, and I don't really look at it as a competition or like comparing in that way. I think that Black Americans are very, very strong people where we've seen a lot and we're so resilient. And I think that I embody that. And so I only compare myself with myself from that perspective in my life. I'm always trying to improve myself and what I can do better. I'm always asking you, hey, how can I do better? And I do that, whether it's my physical body, my mind, or anything, spirituality. Like I just always try to better myself. So I don't even look at that. I try to hold myself up to what a man is, and I'm more strict on myself than I am on anybody, and that's all degrees, and Lily knows that. So what else? There's another one, 14.
Well, Marcus was asking when did James close the door on Lily's leg?
Okay.
It was very beginning, like just
Very
right
beginning.
right after divorce, and he took the kids' phones, like
I guess March 2022, maybe, or before that, February 2022, something like that.
Yeah.
Or
like
maybe even before
around
that. I don't even know.
Yeah, 2022. So yeah, he took the phones from the kids. I was paying for the kids' phones, and I wanted to like communicate with them, right, while they're at his house. But he took the phones away from them, and then he was saying that I should only contact the kids through his phone. And and he was also checking the girls' phones and getting like uploading stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
stuff like that.
whatever.
So anyway, that
was the time that hurt. Yeah.
So I was like, give me the phones. You know what I mean? I was going up to him. He was trying to leave for work, and I was going up to him and I said, give me their phones. You know what I mean? Like I'm paying for them, paying for the phones. And then he just closed the door on me.
Yeah. And then someone says, sorry, that was very painful and hard. I had to go through that, but we're just trying to get it all out there for you guys. So I hope you appreciate it. Like the video. There's only 25 likes in this whole entire stream. Like you guys gotta like the video. I really appreciate it. Just give it a thumbs up. Support Lily. It says, I hate abusive women. People are abusive to women. This is a good question from Not That Serious. Asked some great questions. Is how do your families feel about the drama you guys have experienced going through custody battle? You want to start with your family? I can talk about my family a little bit, maybe.
No, what's the question again? Sorry.
Oh, the question is, you're still thinking about the pain. How do your families feel about the drama you guys have experienced going through the custody battle, like the rest of our family?
Well, when we were going through it, my mom was like always saying, you know, just, I don't know, she was just always supportive, and she really wanted me to have full custody so that we can go visit her. Because there's one thing about his control was like he was not, like I was asking him to get a passport to get, because their passports already expired, and then I wanted to get another passport for the kids, but he was like yeah, but he just never really. I just felt like we just never got the passport, and so
more words, no action, right? My family, like, they didn't used to follow a lot of stuff, and then they started following, like, and they were just in my corner. They were rooting for us. They're like, yes, go. If you saw my mom on that vlog we did at Thanksgiving here in this house, and like, they're just rooting for us. They stand behind us 100%, and you know, they're all excited for us. Even before I proposed to Lily for marriage, and then after, like, they were just overjoyous for it. They maybe one day you guys will meet my brothers and my parents and everything, and you know, all that stuff. But anyway, Courage J5463 says, at Chris, at Lily, you seem to think only James needs therapy. When are you two going into family therapy to be better parents? I'm open to that. I've already checked the benefits through my job, and we have benefits for therapy there that we can take advantage of. So I'm always open to it. But you know, we're not close to that, I guess, as you're asking. It's like, are we open to that thing? Yes, we certainly are, right? Yeah.
Are you gonna cut your hair off?
It's from Wild Crazy Girl 17. Wild Crazy Girl is asking you to cut. I want to know what Wild Crazy Girl hair looks like.
Off?
It says no. Cut your hair off. New style for fresh new start. So she's just like, Lily. You know what? You got a fresh start, girl. You look good. I kind
of want to have new hairstyle, but after wedding. So I want to have long hair for my wedding, but after that, stay tuned.
Chris, Lily has become Americanized. Lily, do you feel Americanized?
What do you think, babe?
I think through me, like, you understood. I feel like when I first got with you, like, I feel like you didn't really understand American culture that much, to be honest with you. I think through me, it like accelerated you a lot, teaching you new words, and like, I give you all this background context and history and stuff. And but I feel like you have I feel like you're very much still just Korean, but you know, but you understand a great deal. And the funny thing is, when we talked, I was shocked at how much our time, when I was in high school and she was in high school, we listened to the same music. Like, she was listening to all the American music back when she was in Korea. And so we had so much over. I'm like, how do you know them? That's like my high school. She's like, no, that's my high school. I'm like, what are you talking about? You know, so it's pretty cool. She had a lot of American culture before she even came to America. So.
And I'm wondering if that quote unquote Americanized is like, is it more like like not traditional anymore or something?
Oh, like
it's more like liberal.
Do you think women in Korea don't really have voice?
I don't think so.
Or has it changed? Because I've never been there, so I don't know what the perception. I always think about like a humble, like.
And then also like women in Korea are the head of the family.
Oh, really? They fight. Because somebody asked a question about.
We
Yeah.
We control the house.
There you go. See, you got a lot more rules in your favor over there. But a lot of women I feel like they're at a position of weakness a lot too, and because if you're in so much control, then you would be so much more confident. But I feel like, isn't that? I just hear stories how that's like, they see you doing so much, and I'm like, why are they surprised that you're being strong? And they're like, just don't be strong. I'm like, why are they telling you that? You know, I don't know. Yeah. Maybe it's just the comments I read. This person is trying to speak Korean.
I think I'm just
translation.
Sorry, I think I'm just always me. Like I'm not really like Koreanized either. I don't think I'm like
A Korean said I'm not
Americanized.
Korean.
I'm just Lily. You know what I mean? That's just who I am.
True.
And I just kind of, I don't really follow any like that mold. You know what I mean? It's like Korean,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Women or like,
Yeah.
or, yeah.
So is not Korean, but he translated something to Google Translate. So can you read what he's saying?
So,
두 분은
두 분은 제임스가 정신적으로 unstable된 이유가 무엇이라 생각하나요? 이혼은 둘이 했는데 왜 제임스만 그렇게 된 건지 이해가 잘 안 돼요. So someone says like, hey, you both got divorced, but how come like James is the only one kind of mentally unstable? Like why?
Ask him.
Why, you know what I mean? You both, like you guys were both in the situation that went through the same process, but then only one person is like mentally unstable.
I don't know. Ask him. I don't think it's a question for you. Really. I don't know. It says, when you guys moved to Atlanta near Fitchburg, answer that. Jalil Kampare again says, Jalil. I'm just going to say Jalil. Chris, how much were you contributing financially for the kids since James wasn't paying child support? That's an interesting question because you say, how much am I contributing? So Lily and I are married. So my bank account is her bank account. So it's not like I'm contributing here and then she's contributing. If I make money, it's her money, right? So it's not like I'm contributing. Whatever we need to get done, it gets done, right? And we don't even see the split of the girls have hair products and food. Like we don't see a split of where that money comes from. We even have joint bank account that we share, right? We don't. There's no yeah. Lily is going blonde, says Marcus. So then I said, I thought you already got married. Are you getting married again? No. So we are married. We're just going to have the wedding. We've been delaying it because we had some other investments, things that we were doing. So we was like, let's do these investments real quick. And then let's put off the marriage, trying to be, financially smart. We got a lot going on, y'all. You guys don't know about. Anyway, yes, I will visit her home in Korea. All right. I think that's pretty much it.
So y'all don't have separate and then joint?
I mean, technically, I have my old account that, the intake money comes in, but it's not important. I mean, my money is her money. It's simple. Really that simple. People overcomplicate things. It's really that simple. She needs something, anything anybody in this house needs, we make sure we take care of it. Lily, do you exercise, gym often? If so, what do you do?
Yeah, I go to the gym. I try to go to the gym every day,
Yes.
day. But yeah, I started going to the gym finally.
Yeah, she's looking
And I started
good.
going to gym last year,
Yep.
August or September.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been consistent now.
Yeah.
So I feel better. I look better. I think.
She's got something going on here. Yeah, look at
that.
that.
Look at that.
I join her in the gym sometime, but I mostly work out at home because I'm so busy. I do all my at-home HIIT workouts and all my cardio and stuff. So yeah, you're looking good.
But
girl.
I kind of like, I don't know, this like light.
Oh, here you go.
Like,
Here she
makes
go.
me
Here
look
she
a
go.
little bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm working. I've been working.
Yeah,
Yes.
she's working out. We've both been working out. Let's get it going. Let me stop. They're gonna say I'm bragging. I'm just making her smile. That's all. I knew that to get her to smile. I just want to wrap it up in a nice, smiley way. When I was married, my money was our money, but her money was her money. Yeah, Marcus got it.
Yeah, maybe that's why you're not married anymore.
No. That's how you stay married. Like that's how
my money was our money. Okay.
But her money was her money. See, she was about to jump all over. I got you, Marcus. I got your back, bro. I got your back, bro. I got you. Like Marcus, LOL. Somebody's like, yeah. So
yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. Yvonne says Lily is beautiful and her girls Desomi and you are beautiful as well. I agree 100%.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
And you're beautiful too.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, cool. All right. I think that's pretty much it.
Oh, also someone actually just asked do their kids it was kind of up like over there, but do the kids like you know, their school friends, like,
Uh-huh.
you know, make fun of them
Oh,
or
okay,
anything like
okay.
about the
Mhm.
drama and stuff. Like, I don't know, no. Like,
yeah.
kids don't get bullied
Mhm.
because of this YouTube drama. Actually, they get more like they're people are like, oh my gosh,
They want to
your
take
mom
pictures
is
with
like
them.
your mom is like YouTuber, you know what I mean? Like she's gonna hit 1 million subscribers soon, you know what I mean? Like things like that. Like kids just don't really care about this kind of stuff, you know what I
It's
mean?
a
To be
different
honest,
generation.
yeah,
They
they're
grow up in a
just
different.
yeah.
They don't watch all this long form anyway. They're just short form. Like somebody says, Lily, are you still playing your piano?
Yes,
Yes.
I do.
You just played the other day.
Yeah, maybe I should play the piano in a vlog.
Mhm.
In one of maybe
Yeah.
I'll make a vlog me playing the piano.
What are the mics you guys are using? You guys like these mics? These good mics? I don't know if you want to advertise that. We
Do
might
you
have to
like it?
we might have to you know, they got to pay us money to be shouting them out. You know what I'm saying? The varsity in Atlanta. Yes, right. That's right. Yes, sir. Right at Georgia Tech. I graduated from Georgia Tech AI, and somebody asked me before, did I do what was my master? I did 2 masters. One in artificial intelligence back in 2012. I dropped out to go to Microsoft because I was and then I did a master in cybersecurity at Georgia Tech, which is the video that the kids came out to Atlanta to come see me graduate. And then so the varsity is a famous place where all the sports football players go, like outside of Georgia Tech. It's like right off the North Avenue, and then the varsity. So that's what Marcus is talking about. Yep. Cool. Yeah.
Okay, I guess.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I think we should be. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We
so
really
much.
appreciate it. It was a lot, unpack here, obviously, and we just want to sit down and do this, and we really appreciate you. And I think overall, there's a lot of like hateful comments, but at the end of the day, I don't think people are really truly that hateful. They just want to drop off their little 2 cents and then kind of move on. But at the end of the day, they're not like, they don't have animosity. I think it's just, and so we want to take time out to give you guys a voice on the stage to ask us questions and actually go through some stuff and then just live our lives. I mean, we're so happy. We have so many things planned now. We're free. And yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much for always supporting us and yeah, joining the live, right? It's like it's more than 3 hours now that we went live. But at the end of the day, like we want the best for the kids.
Yeah.
And I'm just really hoping that everything will turn out for the best for the kids, right?
Yeah.
And we're just not, I feel like I just want hopefully one day things will all work out for the best, right? And then if that involves them mending the relationship, again, I said it's never their responsibility. It has to be coming from the adults, parents, right? So the parents needs to start or trying to mend the relationship. And so, we're never against it, and we never try to, I never pursue the full custody because I wanted to strip the father from the kid's life, because we just had to do it because number one, he was not here, and then we wanted to we wanted to just have the paper as what it is. Like if he's not here, then like he's not doing any parenting time, then why are we having 50-50, right? And he's not even paying child support. So we wanted that to be
Official.
Yeah, official. So so I'm just letting you know that that's what it is. And I don't know, I know people are always gonna misunderstand us, and we
That's
can't
inevitable.
do anything about it. And I'm glad that now we talked about this, so we can always say, hey, go back to this live or whatever. Or I might edit some parts and then upload it on I don't know, on YouTube. I don't know, we'll see. I might not do it. I don't know. I might do it like little segments and then upload it on Instagram or whatever, Shorts or TikTok. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, so I might do that. Some of the parts that I feel that it's necessary. If the pushback is too much, like even after this live, then I might do it. So, but I just wanna leave it like this, and then.
So y'all got her all serious again. I gotta make her laugh again now. So we're getting another.
Yeah.
Gotta make it nice again when we wrap it up. Now we gotta.
I just because like that's kind of what it was, and
just
so I
kidding.
wanted to like
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
like,
Conclusion.
But
Yeah.
conclude.
That's a great conclusion.
But also someone just saying 영상 좀 자주 올리시라고요. 이제 곧 100만 유튜버인데 someone said you should upload more often because you're just about to hit 1 million subscribers.
She has
like,
the video, the footage.
I know.
She
I need
she's
to
chilling.
upload it. 네, 올려야 되는데 이제 더 열심히 올릴게요. So I'm going to upload more, and I'll do that. Okay. So. And I know I came back with all these crazy videos, but now, like, yeah. And I want your support, like, from you guys. Like, watch our videos, and then I'll want to upload more, right? Yeah. So.
Yeah, comment on this video even. All right, guys.
Comment on this video as well. All right. Thank
Bye.
you so much. Bye-bye.
See ya.